Hello, my friends. Hello, travelers. Welcome back to Tenra Bansho 0 Campaign 3 from. Last we left off, all of our travelers, were in the middle of a large encounter, a battle with a men o' hate. Soldiers, people indoctrinated by the chief executive officer of war. People who have been essentially brainwashed, manipulated, mind destroyed to follow his cause, with a mix of willingness and unwillingness. The players came out on top. Everyone survived quite handedly, everyone aside from the adversaries. But at the end of the encounter, a group of seemingly khaki-colored Yoroi armors of an unknown affiliation came from the shadows. And, I guess we have yet to see what came of that. So we will start from there. Do any of you guys have any questions from what happened last session, or are you guys ready to just get back down into it?
Everything looks good on my sheet. I know I'm a little hurt, but I'm not fucked up, so.
Alright. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And without further ado, so something, a bit of a correction. You, essentially what had happened was that the Yoroi armors that you all encountered, they were beginning to self-destruct before these khaki Yorois came out of the darkness and fired upon them, just decimating them into smithereens practically, before, beginning towards you. You all realize that what destroyed these Yoroi armors aren't the size of traditional Yorois. They don't outsize you. They're human size. These are Yoroi shells. Humanoid exo armors, essentially. Your miniature Yoroi armors that people wear, like, conventional armor. So let me.
Do they have any type of iconography or emblems that are distinguishable?
I would like you to roll information, and I would like.
Nerdy.
I would actually like Onii to also roll notice or information.
You know what? I'm gonna use my real dice.
Notice.
I want to bring out the dragons.
Okay.
I got a information of 2, so.
Okay. Let's see. Jinsei, you would need a.
I got a 1.
You don't succeed. There is an icon on the chest, but you don't recognize what the icon is.
The icon.
Let's see. Do I have any spare bank? I do have spare bank. All right, yeah, I'm gonna bump this up to 6.
You only you would need 2 successes for this.
How many did I need?
3.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Oh.
God damn it!
Yeah, another feel.
All right. Well. Just to make sure that you guys have that visual stimulus. The Yoroi shell standing in front of you appear like this. I have the image up on screen right now, but here. Onii, you see a symbol on the chest of the leader's Yoroi shell. Something about it kind of scratches at you. So all of you, this quite intimidating pack of seemingly mechanized soldiers begins towards you all, kind of walking in a very clinical formation. Their footsteps almost being just symmetrical with one another, matching an almost parade-like rhythm as they approach you. They are essentially just clearing out all the stragglers from your battle. like every single just surviving enemy, anyone that tries to attack them, is just turned to mist as they just walk down this alley.
These guys are bad. Bad news.
I'm hiding.
Hiding.
I'm hiding mine. I'm hiding mine.
So let me just
That's Yoshida.
I buy Yoshida immediately. Wasting
yeah.
no time.
So let me just whoop.
There it is.
There, okay. All right. And you know what? Let me show my screen as well. Boop. All right. Okay.
Of course, we get jazz music for this.
The group of Yoroi shells stop short of you guys, and a voice rings out from the center. Excuse me. Sorry. If I could find the correct. Let's try this one. Okay. Designation C55545. Are you all travelers?
Just kind of. Yeah, travelers. Yeah, what you said.
Code 657. We're the CPR, the Coastal Preservation, the Coastal Preservation Rangers. We're here under orders to destroy all travelers. You all are a threat to the coast.
Oh. No, we live here.
What?
I thought you were asking if we were passing through.
Come over here.
The emotion matrices.
Both shinobis are.
I get you to the shinobis. I get you each to the shinobis. You guys are stellar shinobis. Around you all, the emotion matrices kind of resonate. Green particles around you, emotions in the air, memories. Just as you remember Hebizai mentioning before, this sort of otherworldly, familiar force essentially puts information into your guys' psyche. The Coastal Preservation Rangers, a group of people who were tasked with preserving the coast of Shiki-ten by Hinode. One day, they realized, isn't all of Shiki-ten a coast? Doesn't that mean that we have to protect everything? Doesn't that mean we have to rule everything?
Oh, brother.
You guys look like you've been having a long night. Traveling yourself this far.
The leader turns to you, Jinsei.
Just perched on top of the shoulder of next chapter.
You must be a member of one of the traveler teams that we have on record.
Traveler team. Alright, well, can we see your records?
Records updating.
Verification? What's your designation? And who you, what branch you're from? New to town. But, as you can see, I'm not traveling. I'm stationary. Just kind of lounge back.
The leader turns to you. A traveler isn't designated by their state of movement. They're designated by an identity, the spirit of an adventurer, a dissident.
No, a dissident, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say a spirit of free will. I mean, your mother instilled that upon you.
Enough talk. Code designation 67544. Airship en route. In the distance, you do hear a deep wailing blare.
I heard something about an airship.
DM check.
Yes, what's up?
Did I expend all of my my soul last time? I think I did something with the emotion matrix to like help one of the Yoroi pilots
Yes.
to like. So was it all of the soul I expended?
I'm seeing 0 here currently.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Update that now.
I'm seeing 0 here currently. Here,
Yeah.
let me turn off my noise cancellation so that you guys can hear any sound effects that I play. There we go. Okay, let me know if this makes you hear too much, but this is what you hear in the distance.
We gotta get out of here.
Faintly, you do begin seeing spotlights peer through the infinite midnight of Yakzan, just sort of blinking throughout the endless snowstorm. Just accompanied by a lot of stomping. Throughout the rest of the city, you hear the same stomping, and you hear the corralling of people. The establishment, even, of, how do I put it? Of, martial law.
Oh no.
The Yoroi shell in front of you all, and the team of vaguely identical Yoroi shells behind him begin sort of locking and loading the arm cannons mounted upon their wrists. This is until you all hear a voice uncandidly behind you all. Something almost, how do I put it? A serene voice. It echoes in your souls as though it's being spoken directly into your ear. A gentle voice of a woman. A voice that some of you are you remember vaguely hearing it earlier in the evening. It's 2 different voices, in fact. They sort of emit from a set of footsteps in the snow behind you all, and they converse with each other almost. One voice, a gentler voice, says, "My love, I think it's time we do that." And then a gruffer, almost more tomboyish voice rings out and says, "Oh, my love, could you mean it's time to do that?" And whoever looks back to greet this voice see a woman, maybe 2 women. It's hard to tell. Their presence almost just messes with your vision as though they're phasing in and out of what seems to be reality. But you notice that they're making a motion across their stomach as though cutting at it. These men could maybe use a change in common sense. And the women, question mark, walk amongst you all as they almost come alight, as if on fire. Their face adorned with a toothy metal mask in the resemblance of a cat. The flames emitting from their body kind of cover them in a sort of pseudo armor, a golden flame. Amidst uttering the word common sense, everyone in the party, you all almost feel a sense of unease as reality itself, for just a moment, grows unstable. And the group of Yoroi shells in front of you all almost pause in a befuddled silence before the leader turns back to his group and goes, "It seems that there are no travelers here. Continue the setup of martial law. Find the rest of the travelers and eliminate them. Thinker team to the west of town. Prover team to the east. And all the Rurois just scatter."
I'm gonna tail one.
Okay. All right. Are you doing this in?
Dismounting.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
If they outpace me, they outpace me.
All right.
I'm gonna climb on the rooftop and tail him as well.
Okay, awesome. Are you going to tail the same one that Jinsei's tailing?
No, I'm going to tail a different one, a different direction.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Then how about Then we can say that Jinsei, you tail the one going to the east of town. I believe I said that was Thinker team. And then okay, the one going to east of town. Wait, what's up?
Wait, where'd I go? Where'd Onii go?
Oh, where'd Onii? Oh, did I drag Onii? Whoopsie. Let's just bring Onii back into. Well, actually, we don't need tokens right now anymore. So let's just boop. Okay. So.
Where am I? I'm gone.
Okay, and then I'll.
Where?
Okay. So. Okay. Before the party interacts with whoever that woman is, Jinsei, you trail one of the Yoroi shells heading to the east of town. I'll just say, because I forgot which one I designated as which, I'll just say that this is the team that was labeled as Thinker team.
I like to make a opportunity attack and not physically hit them, but latch a piece of my parchment onto them to use it as like a tracking talisman.
Okay, then first up, I would like you to do a movement roll.
Yeah.
With the success of two successes to keep up. That's a great.
Just for him or both of us?
What's up?
Is that just for him or both of us?
Actually, yeah, you as well. Yeah, Ratbag. Give me a movement roll with 2 successes to keep up with the Yoroi shells. They're not necessarily moving that speedily, but they're pretty organized.
0, but I'm feeling myself like lagging behind, so I'm going to use a body roll to you know how Spider-Man uses his webs to kind of like propel himself using the momentum of the web, or like from his I want to try to attach myself to like a light post and like spring myself to it to get a little bit of distance.
Okay, go ahead.
So body to compensate.
Body, yeah, I would say body. Do body movement this time with 3 success needed.
Okay. Body movement. So, man, really high rolls. Okay.
Yeah,
1.
Okay. Okay, then I'll say that you can't necessarily keep up with the one that you tail, but you do realize that as you are moving towards the east of town, you come into an area where the airship, the blimp that they called in, is sort of beginning to settle over the town. Its spotlights are directly above head, and it is kind of deploying armored soldiers in khaki-colored armor with that same insignia that was inscribed upon the leader's shell.
Okay. I'm going to flatten myself. I'm going to self-fold into just a piece of paper that's just going to be on the street.
Okay.
And get kicked around until someone steps on me.
Okay, gotcha. Then we'll follow Ratbag for a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, Ratbag, what are you? So you successfully keep up. You I would like to maybe say that you roll good enough to do the thing that Yujiro Hanma does to that one guy.
Directly behind him.
He's directly behind him. What are you gonna do now?
Just following him, seeing what he's up to, seeing what's going on with this whole martial law situation, see how the city is,
Okay, they
see how the
speak.
coast is looking.
All right, these rangers speak in completely clinical terms. There's no small talk. They speak to each other in designation codes and status updates, calling back to headquarters, just giving orders and receiving them. They're almost robotic, but they're clearly humans wearing armor, which is one of the most disconcerting things about them. Upon reaching the west of town, it was Riku. Upon reaching the west of town, they essentially kind of stop amidst a group of relatively armored soldiers. These soldiers, though, don't have Yoroi shells. They're just essentially wearing regular, like, metallic khaki-colored armor. And you just see them corralling people, ordering a curfew, forcing people indoors, and just keeping people at bay as the spotlight above head in another arriving blimp is just shining a spotlight through Swift Hand, and you begin hearing things over the radios, like for example, like code 67, traveler found. And then just a cannon shot ring out from the blimp, just in a random part of the town, and then just from the same radio call, traveler non-issue.
Oh. I gotta get out of here. I think I've seen everything I need to see. Goodbye. I tap the guy on the shoulder, and by the time he turns around, I'm gone. I'm back on the roof.
You actually say goodbye to him?
Yeah, like, goodbye. And I tap him on the shoulder and I leave.
Just as you leave, when you tap the soldier's shoulder, he immediately turns around and just fires a cannon shot into the ground where you were standing, like almost instantly. There's just a crater left. There's no other reaction. When he sees that nothing is there, he isn't even confused. He just appraises the area and then looks back in his direction.
How many blimps are in the air now?
There are 2 airships. Swift Hand is quite a big city, so there's 2, I would say, small airships above head that are kind of just parked and anchored at their locations. Also khaki colored.
How many men did I see gathered?
So the team that you followed was about 3 Yoroi shells. The number of soldiers in the area that you were in was numbering around 12.
Okay.
Very well armored, though. Like well armored.
Sounds good. I'm heading back to the group.
All right. And Jinsei, are you just continuing to be a page in the wind?
Yeah,
Anything else?
I'm gonna wait till some drift until I cling on to something, and I'm just gonna stick onto it like glue.
Okay, then you for a little bit you kind of drift until you end up being caught on the leg armor of a soldier that's corralling somebody into house for curfew.
Gonna slip into one of the creases of his leg plates. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay, I mean he's just going to post himself after finishing corralling. He will post himself at a street corner with a weapon drawn, and just watch the rest of his assumedly comrades as they are gathering in numbers. And
Was this one of the few that disembarked from the airship?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So the rest of the party, let's just say, just imagine that for a bit you guys notice Jinsei has left, and then Tiguya leaves and then comes back after a little bit. You're greeted in front of you by one woman, even though you heard two voices. I forget which party encountered her, but you recognize her as the woman in glasses that was eating at an omuk stand that you stole food from. I think that was Tiguya.
It was probably me, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Tiguya kind of behavior.
Yeah. So, just seemingly, somebody who seemed to be a civilian earlier is also the one that saved your life as of right now, possibly. A relatively tall woman, 6 foot tall. She wears glasses, and the golden flame is no longer there. She is just wearing a regular yukata. She stands there quite coyly with a hand over her mouth, and she goes, I guess I helped you all out.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
This city is...
Who are you?
You can call me Hara.
Hara. I like that name.
Thank you. The city is turning into a bit of an unpleasant situation.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that with this whole martial law thing going on.
These CPR folks aren't a big fan of travelers. I think in the past few days they've wiped out the entirety of the E and D tiers.
Oh.
So only C to S ranking travelers are alive anymore, which is quite the feat for a few days, if I may say.
Uh-huh. So... Not to sound ungrateful, right? I'm just, trying to get a lay of the land and stuff like that. Why'd you
Yes.
help us out?
Travelers have to look after other travelers.
Okay.
You all are... You must be... She kind of puts a finger on her lip in pondering. The new gravity and the Hurricane 5, aren't you?
I kind of look back. Is she supposed to know that?
Am I back yet?
Yes, at this
I
point
think
you're
we
back.
know all of each other.
No, she's
Our
not supposed to know
information's
that.
out there. What?
She pulls out a piece of parchment and points at it with the leaderboard and what little information about each traveler is available. You guys are right here.
Shit, she is supposed to know that. God damn it. What was I thinking?
She
Why-
looks at her parchment and back up at you guys. It seems like somebody out there knows about you somehow.
Well, where are you on there? You on there?
I'm on here.
Where you at?
I'll let you figure that out for yourself.
How many of you are there?
How do you mean?
Earlier I heard 2 of you, but now there's 1 of you.
Oh, you're talking about Kiri. She's somewhere else right now.
What the fuck does that mean? Where is she?
She's just not here at the moment.
You know what, man? I need to stop asking questions, to be honest.
Somebody taps you on the shoulder, Tiguya.
I immediately turn around, I throw a smoke bomb at my feet, jump 10 feet in the air, and fall face first. Who did that?
You see another woman. Her hair covers her eyes. It's some of the party. I believe it was Jiyu and Bowling encountered this woman alongside Jinsei. It is the drunkard that you guys met when you first entered town. A woman with stark black hair that covers her eyes, leaving them obscured. You all notice as she tapped on Tiguya's shoulder and as he threw a smoke bomb down and jumped into the air, as the smoke subsides, Hara is no longer there.
Getting a bad feeling about this one, gang.
The woman introduces herself. Oh, I'm curious. Nice to meet you.
I sit up over my head. Nice to meet you too.
You all wanna drink or something?
Yeah, you know.
Hey, I'll go for a drink. Several.
I'm trying to get a lay of the land here, and I'm out of my element.
How about this? I think me and Hara are pretty knowledgeable. I can imagine that a lot of this situation could be leaving you as a bit of fish out of water. I've been hearing rumors about some of you all. How about we take you to the izakaya that we run? We can all share some drinks and maybe catch each other up and share information. We could all use information in this age. And a place to hide as Kiri points to the horizon as khaki Yoroi shells are sort of flying through the air and just spotlighting onto the ground.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, feel free to follow me. The woman speaks in a sort of sultry, dulcet tone. Do you all agree to follow?
I'm going.
So what are their names?
What's up, Dezy?
What are their names again?
Hara is the collected woman with glasses. Kiri is the one with hair covering her eyes with yellow lipstick that's more relaxed. So, okay. Both parties. I'll refer to you all as one party now that you're united. Follow what is currently just Kiri down a snowy road. You are heading southward towards the entrance, towards the area of town that you guys essentially entered from. Yes.
Alright.
The CPR have been a little restless as of late. It seems like something spurred them into action. Something seems to have convinced them that travelers are going to be the end of the world or something. It's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a bit of a crazy thought.
Sounds about right.
Really? You think that travelers could end the world?
Well, a world, not the world.
Oh, a world. Interesting way to put it.
Yes.
Do you think we're really that powerful? All of us?
Based on our actions, most likely.
I can't speak for myself, but I point over to the rest of the group. These motherfuckers terrify me.
Yeah, they're all scary. Not me. I'm not scary.
I think you could scare me.
You just scared the shit out of me!
I don't see why. I'm just a normal person.
To be fair,
No.
Onii, I'm scared
Yeah.
of you because you seem to enjoy placing dead people's bodies inside of yourself.
Okay, we don't talk about that, okay? These are new people. These are new people, okay, man? Hey, we have to good first impressions. Good first impressions, bro. Good first impressions, bro.
Those are not even your fingers.
Okay, well,
I keep shit.
I keep shit. Both of you, I keep shit.
Yeah, both of them. Holy shit, dude.
Whose
Okay,
fingers are they?
okay, listen. Don't
What?
worry about it, okay?
Two
Listen,
things.
hey,
die.
you're scaring the Huzz. You're scaring the Huzz.
Hey, I'm sorry.
You in front of you, you just see Hara kind of chuckling into her hand. Oh, it's Hara now.
I think you
What?
switched.
Kiri is no longer there.
How did you?
Very funny,
You-
neutral.
How do you do that?
both switch when nobody's watching?
I don't know what you're talking about. Kiri's just not here right now. She continues walking.
There's got to be some sort of fucking joke. Are y'all shinobi?
What?
I'm
Are y'all some like high level shinobi?
My guess is my guess is they're both in the same body.
As you suggest that, something taps your shoulder, Bowling.
I am going to grab whoever's fingers they are because I'm still under the effects of the drugs.
Okay, you know what? You grab the arm over. So your right arm grabs the arm that tapped your shoulder, You look at the arm, and it's your left arm. You just grabbed your left arm, and you look up,
Damn.
and Hara's just like, she just chuckles and shrugs.
She's faster.
Huh.
These motherfuckers scare the shit out of me.
Very people.
Confusion.
I don't feel. Look, I understand we were talking about safety and shit, bro. I don't know if I feel safe. Y'all motherfuckers are strong.
I mean, there are people that are named in the traveler titles. One is known as Confusion and Fear.
That might be them.
No.
Hara kind of smiles at you and says, "Sometimes confusion's the best way to hide from a dangerous enemy." And she just gives a very warm smile and just walks.
Caution and Skelter.
She just continues walking.
She's kind of hot.
I will say, the one I mentioned, I think is right. S2.
That
I
can't
think
be.
that's rank 2.
Makes you wonder. DM shrug. Okay, we go back to Jinsei.
No.
Okay, Jinsei, are you still waiting?
Oh yeah.
All right. At a certain point, okay, yeah. At a certain point, the soldier is called up by another soldier donning a Yoroi shell, assumedly part of Thinker Team. They again speak only in codes, designations, orders.
I'm gonna try to listen and see if I can start to decipher the code.
All right, you.
I've been here a while, so.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've been hearing quite a bit of it now at this point, like just through the intercom and everything. Okay, then Jinsei, please roll me a Okay, please roll me knowledge information with 3 successes.
Oh!
Ooh,
2 out of 3.
2 successes? Okay, you gain a partial understanding of the code. Half of the time now, whenever a code is spoken, you'll be able to figure out what it is. You come to realize that the code is so powerfully encrypted, the numbers change every 30 minutes. They cycle out the numbers entirely. So an hour ago, code 5545 could mean something entirely different than it does now, and every soldier has to remember the time cycles.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But it starts with a base frequency or base code is always going to be the same portion, I would assume.
Essentially,
like the structure is still overall the same. It's just portions of the binaric or whatever are going to deviate.
No, actually, the code cycles out entirely. The only thing that is preserved every time they change the code is that they say the word code or designation, but the numbers change entirely every hour. Which is why it's so hard for you to just remember it as much as you've been hearing it.
Okay, I have an idea of the next time that happens.
Okay.
I'm going to use... Next time I hear any type of chatter, are there any wiring or stuff in this like little leg plate here?
I could say that you are able to shimmy up the soldier into closer to its helmet, where there's a bit more wiring to the soldier radio.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to jack in with interface.
All right, sounds good. Give me an interface roll.
Okay.
With 4 successes.
Just straight up interface?
Spirit interface.
Okay.
Reminds me of the old Mega Man games. Time to jack in.
At 4 successes?
4 successes.
That's actually no. That is that's
exactly
4 successes.
4 successes. All right. You, let's see.
Let me attach myself into this. I'll kind of like monologue inside my own head.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, this must be the transmitter here for his. Tap into here, slice this. Yeah. Gin in the shell.
Alright, I get shit. So you sort of begin with the connection to the emitter. You're able to sort of you begin collecting emissions from radios from every soldier in the area. It gives you a broader range of codes to come to understand. So essentially, with this larger range of information, I'll say that you successfully are able to understand most of the CPR code designations, with save for a few rare ones.
Until they actually transmit, but I.
Mm.
How long has it been? 2 hours? 3 hours?
As of right now, I'll just say that just for the sake of it, I'll say that just 1 hour's passed, but you've been able to experience just a few cycles from like different soldiers and stuff. And with the gathered information, it hasn't taken that long.
Okay. I'm gonna stick with this guy, and it'll be my bit moves or opportunity to get close to the airship.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let me know if the music changed. Okay, gotcha. So we'll switch back to the other party then. Into that.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So what?
Until I can figure out how to handle this. Okay, so
Until the end of the session, yeah.
So the rest of the party, you are. Is the music not playing? There we are. You're following Hara or Kiri. Just.
It was Hara at that point.
Well, it just sometimes you blink and it's Kiri. Sometimes you just breathe funny and you kind of just stop thinking, and when you come to, it's Hara. It's just disorienting.
Mustard gas.
You all stop outside of an izakaya. It is oddly enough an unlabeled building. There's no sign out front designating it as an izakaya, but even then, there are clinks and sounds of just eating and enjoyment coming from inside. So Hara and Kiri, or well, I guess Hara currently, stands up front, and she kind of opens the door for you all, and just the warmth kind of spills out, and says, "You guys have any preferences? Sushi, grilled steak."
I'm just gonna kind of pop open my chest, reach in, pull out some bread. I'm good.
Okay. You wait. Are you a fan of Chef Blush, or Chef Crush rather?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen him around town sometimes.
Really? They're not here?
Yeah, he's kind of
Wait,
everywhere.
He's still alive?
I remember. I met him in this one because I was a clone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was in the bar.
Hara Kiri turns to you, Jiyu. What do you mean he's still alive? He can't be older than his mid-30s.
No, we're not from this timeline.
No! Chef Crush is still around here.
Oh, interesting. She kind of taps her chin and she leans into you, Jiyu, and she says, "You guys aren't impersonators, are you?"
What does that mean?
I would say no.
She points to the leaderboard parchment that she has. It says here that the Hurricane 5 are impersonators of the ones that were originally in the war all those years ago, but something's always struck me about that. You guys aren't impersonators, are you? You're the real thing.
I pull out an old communicator from my ear, and I'm like,
Nice.
Yeah?
Nice. Okay, very cool.
and just place it back in. Like, I just keep the communicator in anyway.
Yeah, and you guys still have those, don't you?
Yeah.
They're practically antiques now.
I forgot how to use those.
They're.
I don't have one.
They're essentially.
They
useless.
no longer.
Yeah.
They no longer work, but for all
Mine
time's sake.
melted.
Wow. You all are quite long-lived, huh?
Whatever that means, yes.
I am
Call it an old lady.
I am 822 years old.
Wow.
Oh fuck! You never told me that.
I'm about
Whenever
as old as that too.
Same.
The woman continues to offer the door open. Well, you want to talk about it inside?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys have insurance?
Insurance? Oh, we'll be all right. This building wasn't ours yesterday, honestly.
That probably won't be yours tonight.
I don't think it will. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna be leaving quite soon, actually. So you all.
I'm gonna just make my way on in. I'm gonna plop down, spread out. Giri's just gonna sit behind me, just proper as normal.
Onii, you go in last.
Oh, okay.
So everyone just goes into the building.
Yeah.
All right. Onii, as you are about to walk into the door, you notice next to the building, in a kind of dark alley, a different woman, is leaning against the wall. She's wearing a stark white business suit. And
she's leaning against the wall?
She's leaning against the wall. And
Is she stupid? Just ruining the outfit.
It's snow on snow. It's fine.
That doesn't work like that.
She goes, "Cold night, isn't it?"
I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna motion for Giri to go into the building, and I'm gonna just walk over. Is this the woman that I ran into before?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm making sure I got my memory right.
Mm-hmm.
The woman of white, Negrito.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't get away from you, can I?
If you don't enjoy my presence, I can be out of your hair as fast as you can say snow melting.
Beyond that, what do you need?
I just I was kind of thinking, those Yirois are kind of interesting, aren't they? Are you a big Yiroi fan?
It's kind of so, kind of not. They hurt.
I would say that they do, but I don't think I've ever had that much difficulty with them. The reason I'm pointing them out is that little mark on their chest. Doesn't it kind of ring a bell to you?
Sorta. I mean, look, I'm going off 800 years or whatever of knowledge here. There's a lot going on in here, and most of it's just bread recipes.
No, that's understandable. A good warm piece of bread is pretty comforting, especially when you're maybe running away from something.
I'm gonna kind of adjust my posture, hands go into my pockets. I'm gonna lean in, and it's just like a complete tone change. We don't need to talk about that.
Maybe we do.
Are you involved?
Maybe. Do you want a bit of a hint on something?
I'll take a lead.
You know how there's a northern and a southern Shinto temple? Everyone believes that they're two different organizations. They're actually not. they're the same, just two different branches of one group. And the South doesn't even exist anymore. It was burned to the ground, and no one ever heard about it.
So it's only the Northern,
Yes.
and they've been the same the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look around. So you're telling me I've pretty much waltzed right into the shit show.
Maybe. Now,
And what do you get for helping me?
I just like to keep people informed. I think sharing information is quite important. That's something I learned from the Shinto temple as well. Especially being the one that burned down the southern one.
Okay, so our views align.
Now, here's the kicker. The North was the one that asked me to do it. So, am I for the Shinto temples or am I against them?
Oh. There's infighting between the two branches, but now it's only the
Infighting?
North.
Oh, there's no infighting. One doesn't exist anymore.
Well, what I'm curious of is, since the South is gone, the South is the one that I had the problems with. Do y'all still have a problem with me?
Well, the South and the North were the same. So maybe you have a problem with the North now. Now, I posed the question of whether I'm for or against the Shinto temples, Onii. I think that's a question you should carry with you for a little bit.
I'll give it some thought.
Do you want one last piece of information?
Is there a price?
Nope.
I'll take it.
She asks, do you have a map?
Just kind of pull out this very poorly drawn map. Best I got.
She kind of whistles like, alright. She kind of takes her finger on the map, her pinky finger, points to an area just only a little bit northeast of the city that you're in. She points her pinky at it, and it looks like that part of the map freezes, and then it just freezes so cold it leaves a black burn mark. Try going there.
Okay. And one other thing before you go.
What is it?
The others don't know about all this, okay?
What
They
is
assume
this?
I'm an idiot. It's better off that way.
Oh,
The group.
I don't think they'll ever even know that I exist.
Okay, good. That works for me. Well, listen. I appreciate you. I'll keep my window open for you if you so wish. And I hope we don't cross paths on bad terms.
She gives you a small bow, and normally the bow is a mark of courtesy, of politeness. This bow, you can almost taste a very vague sense of reverence before she backs off into the dark alley, disappearing into a crowd.
God damn, these motherfuckers are fucking creepy. Well, okay, cool. I'm gonna just fucking go saunter back in, just back to the usual Onii.
All right. The room comes alight to you as you rejoin the party. Giri turns to you, almost befuddled by the information that you've received, assuming that you both just are constantly sharing thoughts and memories.
Yeah, no, we were just mentally linked.
Yeah.
I just give her a thumbs up, finger to the lips.
Yeah. A thought occurs to you that she doesn't have lips before you just stop thinking about it entirely. The room is alight with laughter. The patrons are kind of just laughing and giggling and just eating, just enjoying a night on the town, not worrying about the state of control outside. The door closes behind you as the last vestiges of snowfall kind of fall at your feet, and warmth engulfs you. Hara is running around in it's kind of like a maid outfit, but built into a kimono, that type of outfit. She's running around with a kind of tray, giving out food, and periodically stopping at the table where your party's at. So, sitting down, some glasses of I'd say soju, and tea. So, lots going on. Any questions? Anything? I think it would be best if we all shared information, got on the same page.
Can kind of look to the group. Well, anybody got anything? I don't got much.
Well, I don't really got anything. I just kind of want to, move forward and hopefully not die, so I can get paid and go back to my goats.
Fair.
I can imagine that there's at least a little bit of confusion if you guys truly have come through the ocean of time for, 800 years, was it?
Give or take.
How was the Hurricane Yoroi Wars?
That shit sucked.
I hear it was one of the bloodiest battles ever fought, and ironically, there was very little bloodshed because of the invention of beam weaponry.
Yeah. It was just a lot of bodies, not a lot of blood.
I think we do have a bit of information.
What
Do
would
you
that
remember that? Do you remember that library that we found back then, where Trump died?
Under the temple?
Where Trump died.
Trung. Sorry, I thought you said Trump.
Yeah.
I got confused.
Yeah,
wait,
Trump.
what?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Remember, we picked out a couple books.
Mm-hmm.
They're all about the judges.
Oh.
Yeah.
Saucy, the judges. You hear about them quite often. These days, at least.
I mean, the judges are always kind of a relevant thing, I'd say,
Well, these days they're more of a myth than anything. I always hear in history back then they were more present, like maybe folk heroes. These days people treat them like legends, mythical stories.
Yeah. One of the judges was the one that sent us back.
Well, sent us forward.
Well, yeah, forward.
Which one would it be?
Oh god, what was that dick's name?
If I had to remember, I think that was Katsu Mekazawa.
Out of character, you would be correct. Back to in character. Oh, I see. She's the one rumored to have invented the Yoroi armor.
Yes, she was the inventor of the first Yoroi armor.
Interesting. So she sent you all forward in time, 800 entire years. Back here.
Yeah. I reach into my bag and I pull out one of the books. I think this one was Young Boy Cardi, which was basically an ad.
Yeah. Yes. This is
It was it seemed like an ad. Is basically what I wrote into it when I wrote about it.
This is I think this is one of the more obscure judges. I think yeah, this one was a bit of an odd one. I think this particular era of judges, these three judges are known as the Golden Judges. They came from a time when there was relative peace, and then one day, I believe it was a Kappa or something or other, came and started a big ruckus, and they fought him down. Something like that. That's how the story goes. I think they called him the Rainy Devil.
Right. Sounds about right. So the issue is, I'm still not quite certain what our purpose here is. Why did we get flung here to now?
Well, from what Katsu has said, we were sent here to prevent another war.
Yeah, but I mean,
There's going to be another great war that may destroy the world. And that is why we were sent here in the future.
get
I
that.
guess technically not really the future, as this would technically be our current time, but we were born in the past. It's convoluted.
Oh, I see. Oh, is that what happened?
Sort
We
of.
were born in the past to prevent the first war, and then sent to technically our future, where we were supposed to be born.
The Kiri pops out from behind someone with another platter of food and kind of bites. Tara is currently gone. And she kind of sits down at your guys' table. She's like on her knees setting the plates out, and she goes, "Oh, I've heard of that. There's a pretty infamous black sorcery out there. It was called Historical Death. And if the user were to cast it," she begins handing out like plates of food, fried food, sushi. If the user cast it, it would send multiple of their adversaries back in time to a point where they die and be forgotten by history. A silent death, essentially. A silent and peaceful death.
So
Oh, Doctor Who.
someone sent us to the past to stop us from stopping them in the future.
Yes, and it seems that this Katsu person, this Katsu judge, reversed that, undid that sorcery for you. If that is indeed what happened.
Yes, and
Or some.
one of the... If I remember correctly, one of the bonuses or rewards that we received was to have an in with I guess, have a positive image towards one of the judges.
Oh,
Something along those lines.
out of character. That was I think that was related to the books that you got. And that's more of an out of character thing.
No, but they did allow us to at least like receive. I think
Like
more
a
like
boon.
receive aid from one of the judges,
Oh,
and we
I
all
see.
chose a different one.
Oh, okay, I got you.
As I remember, I chose home run swing,
Okay,
the
I
first
remember.
Omyoji.
Okay, I remember that now. Really? Hara now leans forward. You don't know when they switch. She kind of rests her chin on her hands. Really? Patronage from the judges themselves.
Yeah,
It was
We were-
interesting.
we were kind of buddy with a good few.
Yeah,
That's good.
I mean, we met only a few.
Hmm.
There was
Ones that
this.
allowed themselves to be seen.
There was this one judge though. He reminded me of an old man, and then it's just half of my brain just kind of goes. As you cannot really remember Judge number 14.
Yeah. Well, judges kind of vary drastically. It's essentially said that they're travelers who just got so powerful that they persist beyond death. So, I'm sure that some of the judges are maybe not good people, and some of them are. They're just travelers at the end of the day.
As I remember, we've seen their backstories.
Really? You've gained that much
In images.
insight into their lives?
Yes, we did receive insight.
Interesting. Hold on to that
As I
information.
remember, like, one of them was a man in a bathrobe in a bank, talking to the teller and starts an argument surrounded by criminals, sighs and takes out a copper coin. The copper coin flies and kills them while impeding the coins into the while embedding the coins into the wall.
That's my boy. That's my.
That's,
Oh my god. It's my boy.
Judges are quite eccentric, aren't they? Travelers
Yeah.
have, throughout time, been images of the human will surpassing that of the gods themselves.
They were really interesting people. To be honest, I chose home run swing just because of the papers that he used, which imbued elements into his weapon.
Classical Onmyoji. Interesting.
As I take out one of my shurikens, I really wish to know how.
I'm seeing what you're meaning. One of the shurikens says, "Boss, please don't set me on fire."
What? Don't you want to be on fire, screaming as you're just going to be eating them?
Oh, boss, that sounds horrible.
Then we can use different elements instead of fire.
Okay, thank you, boss.
How do you feel about being electrocuted?
No, a little better.
Okay.
What about acid? What about acid?
No.
Let's get them with acid.
I don't even know what acid is.
Do you want to be made out of water? Do you want to slip right through some cracks and then enter somebody's body?
Water's lame. Who wants to be water?
I mean, to be honest, it's one of the only forms that doesn't cause like harm to you.
Yeah, but that's lame.
Fine, we'll figure it out.
Sure, it gets like Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah, it is. It's fun. I mean, to be honest, Tiguya has the one that Yeet is the voice of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I gave them the kunai that was basically bent into the shuriken by the other ones.
The poor guy. That poor guy.
My king.
Kiri now leans at the table and turns to Yoshida. And how about you? You look like somebody who is craving a battle. Yoshida?
Dezy. Wait,
Yeah?
Yoshida Max.
Yeah?
You look like somebody who's craving a battle.
Mayhaps?
I would be lying if I said that I haven't heard of you. I'm just a little confused as to why you're on the Saving the World from War group.
Just found a new perspective.
Has anything set that on? Does something cause that for you?
Not particularly. I just eat sushi.
She kind of cups her chin on her hand on the table and pokes you in the shoulder and says, "I don't believe you."
I'd be careful there. I'd be very careful.
The woman's eye almost glints at you as she smiles.
Just stare at her.
Interesting.
Yeah, Yoshida doesn't talk much. They're more of the actions speak louder than words type.
Also, I personally don't want another shootout in the bar, so please don't provoke her.
Fair enough. You're quite interesting for a shinobi, you know that?
Who, me?
Yes.
Well, what about me? What do you mean?
I mean, when you think of a shinobi, they're usually more, I don't know, confident, quiet, not owning a goat farm.
I own a goat farm. Me and my buddy Hisoka made the goat farm. Hisoka, I miss him so much. Where is he? Yeah, but me and Hisoka, we had a goat farm.
Hisoka, you mean that guy over there? She points at the wall, and you see a piece of like wallpaper peel off from the wall as though somebody was holding it up, hiding like camouflage against the wall, and nobody is behind the piece of wallpaper.
I jump up on the table and send 3 arrows that way. Hisoka, you stupid motherfucker! Come here! Come here!
Holy shit.
I'm gonna sit down. Sorry. I almost lost my cool there.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm I got into this profession. I was young. I'm old now. I'm older now, a lot older now. What was I thinking? Yeah, I got in this profession. I was born into the clan. You know how it goes. But I got a little exiled. And
Oh, who'd you work for?
I'd rather not say. They don't like me, and if I mention their name out loud, everybody's always listening, so I might get killed.
Come on.
No, I'm
Look.
terrified to die. I don't want to die. I want to live forever.
Okay, yeah, fair.
What was it like? Was it like the Shinto temples or something?
I'm gonna throw a knife at you. No. It wasn't. It wasn't that big. It was like a little outside clan. We just lived in the forest. It wasn't anything crazy. I got lucky. I just found a profession where I could make some money. And I was out there making the money.
I see.
Not particularly. I'm not particularly good at my job, but it pays the bills. I gotta go for.
Well, I mean, at least it's not the Shinto. The Shinto are kind of a big deal.
Yeah, no, I've never been a part of anything that's a big deal. I'm not a big deal at all.
What do you... can gesture around to the group? Brother, this is a big deal.
Is it?
Yes!
I turn over to to Yoshida. How much am I getting paid for this? Do you remember? I don't remember. I think I'm getting paid for this. I'm doing this just because of the money.
I think you recalled that you're going to be paid like 3 goat farms worth of money.
I put my fingers up. 1, 2.
Wait.
3 farms? Oh man, I could barely manage 1.
Poor bastard.
That's good though. 3 goat farms worth. I think that's good. Anyway, what you had a question for me? I forgot. I went on a little tangent.
With who?
You, lady.
Oh. Sorry, I lost track. You're just so interesting.
You think I'm interesting?
I would say so.
Want to come to my goat farm?
What a proposal.
What was that out of character?
You want to go to my goat farm?
Oh,
Posing.
you know what? After we close shop here, I'd be down to see.
Where'd I leave it?
At the bottom of the ocean.
It was at the bottom of the ocean.
Your original location is bottom of the ocean, and currently you have a second location on the train.
Where's the train? Did the train leave yet?
The train has left, but according to the conductor, the people conducting it, it's kind of like cycling around the area. So if you call upon it, it'll come.
Yeah, I'll take you to my goat farm once we close up shop. It'll be nice. I love my goats. I can't do it without them.
I like a cute goat.
They're not cute. They're devils, demons, creatures of the night. Do not underestimate a goat, woman.
The woman is resting her cheeks in her palms, her elbows on the table. She turns her attention to you, Jiyu, and you. I know about a bit more intimately. There's suffice to say, there's somebody on Umbrella Mountain that's waiting for you.
She's still there.
Yes, a little bit of a big deal these days. As a fellow Ayakashi, I would say that she's quite high on the culling order, but I can't say that I'm that high myself.
Fellow Ayakashi. That's kind of a big thing, no?
Ayakashi? I mean, Ayakashi are pretty common these days. You see them all around.
Yeah, fair, I guess.
It kind of just depends. For example, a kami is a huge deal. You never ever see a kami just walking about. But say a henge, they're everywhere. And then a yokai, well, they're practically like cockroaches to most people.
Yeah, okay. Man, things change after 800 years.
It's how
How's
it's been
the
for a while.
technology?
The technology. I think after the information collapse shortly after the war, there's been a bit of a stagnation.
I take out Trunk's old broken PDA. Is there a way to fix this?
Oh yeah, that just looks like a regular old PDA. You can definitely get that fixed.
Perfect.
Uh,
Where would I be able to?
just any old technician, I guess. Like,
Understood.
technology is only incrementally increased. You'd expect it to have done more in the last 800 years. Though I will say, I think the people on the moon have grown fond of their video games.
There's people on the moon.
There was been.
There was always people on the moon.
This is news to Onii.
This entire time you've not been aware of Lunarians, the Shikitsuki people.
No.
I've had to go there before.
I think
What?
Hisoka had a plan to blow up the moon at some point.
What?
It's like an
It fell
unclear.
through.
I had
For
to do
what?
I had to do an assassination contract on the moon.
Oh, how'd that go? How'd you do with the gravity?
To be honest, the gravity was interesting.
It
This
was
is a lot.
essentially the same except in rural
I was
areas.
literally just using. I was literally just using my skills, just flying the entire way, all the way over to where I need to go to my contract.
Sounds fun.
Y'all motherfuckers terrify me.
Yeah,
I mean, back then it wasn't too bad, but I feel like they got a lot more technology up there than before.
Where the fuck's Jinsei?
segueing to Jinsei.
You know what? That's fair. Go for it.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
like not a character. Did you say
continue.
culling?
What's up, Dezy?
Did you say culling?
Culling? No.
Yeah.
No. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, when did I don't think I said culling. Oh, I said on the culling order, like as in like
Okay.
the order of operations. Like they're not actually culling
Okay.
people. Yeah, they're not actually culling
I
people.
thought like, oh damn, the Ayakashi are trying to kill her. Like,
No.
what the fuck? What happened?
No, the culling order, as in she's important, was what I
Okay.
meant to say. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Jinsei, currently you are you're latched onto the back of the khakied soldier. He is walking towards the airship, and eventually gets to the bottom of where it's anchored, and calls down a zip line. Familiar.
Before you continue,
Yes.
what does his getup look like? His outfit,
Uh,
his uniform, his.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I just. Oh,
It's
sorry.
blue.
So he is wearing a light tan underclothing, so essentially robes, and above it is sort of like a khaki flak armor, essentially like metallic armor. So it's a helmet that covers his eyes with a thin mask that covers the mouth, and just very basic bare bones pauldrons, a chest chassis, just hip armor, thigh armor, calf armor. Like that's really it. And a sheath for a katana, and a knife and radio.
Okay, right.
Okay, so
That's what I needed.
okay.
While I was kind of attached to him,
Mhm.
did I see any officers or anyone of distinguishable markings or confetti on them?
He confetti. He did interact with
That's what
these.
it's called.
He interacted with some of the soldiers in Yoroi shells, but no other officers to your knowledge. So are you just waiting now?
I mean, you said he's about to repel, right?
Okay, I was just making sure if you're gonna add anything to that. Okay, so yeah, he is currently rappelling up the zip line and eventually enters the blimp at rest. He is just here to just receive more orders and just share information.
Okay, for this segment, I'm going to pay very close attention to the transmission codes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I understand it, that he's basically, the orders are for him to remain on deck right here. I'm going to try to splice into the network and have a transmission from himself be sent out requesting a diagnostics of his gear.
Like you just want information on his gear, but
Yeah, I'm going to start. Basically, I'm going to start at some point. I want to start interfering where he can't get any more transmissions.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. Then you listening to the code, it's just code 547, code 86754. Standing by. You decipher vaguely that he's here to he will be here for a little bit to offload information and to get let's see, to get new orders to share in a different company in a certain part of the city. He is currently updating some officers where he is at on the whereabouts of the people in the town and how the martial law is being preserved.
Okay.
Are you?
And this is over the channel. This isn't in person. These officers.
Currently, he's speaking to an officer in person.
Okay. All right. I'll take note of that.
Mm-hmm. So, are you going to attempt to interface with his armor again?
Yes.
All right.
Since I've already done it before, it should be less of a challenge, or is it about the same?
This would be more because you're doing a more complicated task. You're sending out information instead of just taking it in now.
Well, the other part was I interfere with his transmissions, meaning it's going to be scrambled and hopefully promoting a equipment inspection or to get new equipment, which is more feasible.
I feel like either way that'd be a higher roll.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, then please roll me a spirit interface with 5 success.
Let's see. Bring my spirit interface. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Okay. You're successfully able to stop his communications from functioning, but you're not able to send out the request to get it fixed.
That's fine.
The guy that you're
I'm gonna let him do that.
Okay. The man that you're on just begins kind of smacking at the radio in his helmet before okay, let's see how they would handle this. How anxious are they about this sort of thing? Okay.
I'm gonna start to crawl my way downward because I start to feel the physical action and being directed toward his head.
Okay, he's gonna smack his helmet before the officer comes, and you vaguely hear the officer mention something about discarding and scuttling the armor.
Okay.
So he just removes his helmet. He removes all of his armor. He's beginning to just remove all of his armor.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you latching onto him, or are you latching onto the armor?
I mean, does he have any undergarments?
Yeah, he currently has just basically just like a loose robes, like essentially like a kimono, but repurposed for military wear.
I'm gonna make myself really like a sticker that hasn't been ripped off the robe.
Okay. Alright. Gotcha. Okay. The officer looks at the sticker. Looks at this sticker that's currently attached to his robe, and looks at the officer and says, let's see, what would this be? The officer goes, Lieutenant 5475, malmaintenance of your uniform. And the officer goes, this was not there before. This, I don't understand, sir. To the brig. and the officer just
Is he
straightens
being
out.
escorted in a bathrobe to the brig?
He is essentially being sent to what is the equivalent of the brig to have his uniform redone. So
Fair enough.
you are currently on him being carried to the brig on his
Okay,
clothing.
but do I have a sense of who is carrying him?
No one's carrying him. He is simply just walking to the brig, being accompanied by another soldier.
Okay. As we get to the first or second left-hand corner, as we're probably going through a set of ducts and other bulkheads,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to peel myself away and see if I can find a ventilation duct and just kind of like casually blow into it.
Okay. I would say you could just do just that.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably don't even have to roll for that. Okay, you're just in a ventilation duct now.
Yep.
Okay, being in a ventilation duct, I would say now I need you to roll body movement
Oh yeah!
to make
Alright.
sure that you're not blown out of the airship.
That's fine.
Okay. You would need, I would say, three successes for this.
That's 3.
3 successes? Okay, cool. Wow, nice. Okay, you're appropriately latched into the ducts, so you can explore now.
Okay. I'm going to make my way to kind of like oh shit, my music ended. I need vibes. Give it back. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. While I'm doing that, I'm going to try to find my way of what looks to be like an engineering or an engine room, and just scope that out.
Mm-hmm.
See how many attendants there are, engineers, technicians, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
What the control mechanisms looks like that are controlling the the output of. I would assume they are going to be soul gem powered turbines or basically engines.
I would say in this case, they're burning off soul gems. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do I see a kind of like an inventory or a an area where they're stored in these quarters?
I think they would definitely be locked in crates.
Okay. Well, if they were, then I can find them here. I'm going to just kind of like drift down, kind of like flop on the floor as like a piece of like paper refuse or whatever. The floor is probably looking rather clean though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it kind of dirty with the activity and the smut and whatever that might or smudge and stuff that would develop in
It's very well
these areas?
maintained.
Okay. Kind of blow, kind of passively, without the intent of like showing direct movement in one area, as kind of like paper is. It just drifts on its own with the flow of airflow.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get a closer look at anything in particular?
Just engine turbines powered from just the burning off of soul gems and just regular. You imagine conscripted civilians just working on just maintaining these engines.
Okay.
There's grates that peer into the city below.
Okay. All right. Cool. After getting just final scope of that, I'm going to kind of let the airflow blow me higher up again, and I'll make my way back into the ventilation shaft or ducts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to find my way to the bridge.
Okay.
Is that possible? Do I need to make another check since I'm trying to enter again?
I would say in this case you could just find your way to the bridge. You know how to secure yourself into the vent.
Okay.
Okay, so eventually you come across what you believe is congruent to the bridge. It is a room,
Right.
steering wheel, and the navigators. are strewn without the room.
All right. Let's see. Any officers or the equivalent of like a captain or a commander present?
There currently is, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just analyze their movement, and I'm pretty sure he has a apparatus or a kind of like a comms device or helmet on, or is he just
yeah,
have?
they all do, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tune into the code channels to see if they're any different, because this is especially a hub of where channels and other activities going to come through, since there's probably a radio or communications officer or officers in one of the corners, I presume.
You currently have no way to tune in because you're not attached to a radio.
Okay, so it is proper radio communication, not something that was spoken over a radio.
Essentially, it was spoken over, but the only reason that you were able to hear in that regard was because you were directly attached to the person. Previously, you were able to hear them because you were, they were, essentially, you were just in very close proximity to them.
Okay.
But as of right now, you're too far away to hear anything, especially the radio.
Okay. I'm going to double back and see if I can find the equivalent of a armor or a barracks quarters.
You find your way to what seems to be barracks.
Okay. Are there any officers, regalia or uniforms present?
Lieutenant at best. It's just regular
Okay,
soldier.
that's fine. The armor or an actual person in the armor?
Just the clothing.
Okay.
Just the armor.
I'm going to I've been waiting to do this for so long. I am going to unshape myself into my humanoid form, and I'm going to adorn the gear.
All right. Keep in mind that you are still made of paper and parchment.
I know, but I should have the muscle to still move it.
Yes.
While within shape.
Yeah, you're able to put it on like a regular person.
Okay. All right, I'm going to just kind of like tune in and get the device turned on so I can start hearing just channel activity and listening for anything specifically related to things that might direct traffic toward the bridge.
Okay.
We can go back to the other group so we can do this other part after you do another set with them.
All right. Let me just and then do that. Okay, and then. Okay, so you currently are regaled in the uniform of a lieutenant. You've donned his radio and are about to communicate with the bridge.
No, I'm not trying to communicate with the bridge. I'm listening for information that might be going toward the bridge.
Gotcha. Okay. Meanwhile, the other party, you all are continuing to catch up and share information. Did I cut you off last time, Jeremy? Were you about to say something else?
Sure.
Jeremy?
Sorry,
Oh.
brain.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good.
What were we up to for a second?
I was just asking if I had interrupted you earlier. If whenever I switched to Jinsei, did I? Were you about to say something?
No.
Or okay, gotcha. Okay, let's see. In that case, was I about to say something? Kiri leans into you all, and she kind of goes, we've been talking about the judges. Did you know that they were actually a replacement for something else?
Oh?
So long ago. This is essentially just legend and folklore at this point. But it was said that the Buddha himself, the equivalent of the heavens, wanted to have a tighter control over humanity. It's said that a man, a false Buddha, took control of the heavens and wanted to install a heavenly control mechanism for us down here on the material Earth. They wanted to install people called arbiters to watch over us, dictate the path for humans, dictate where we'd go and what we'd do to make sure that we'd never stray off of what would be ethical, what would be good. One day, it said that the first of the judges stopped this, and that's how judges came to be. They represent the will of humans ourselves, our will to choose what we want to do.
That would be correct. One of the visions we saw about the judges, if I remember correctly, Home Run Swing was the one to enter heaven to destroy an evil Buddha.
Interesting. So that myth really is corroborated by something that you've gained, that you've learned?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Home Run Swing went into heaven to defeat an evil Buddha. And if I'm remembering correctly, he used a paper that had the words universe on it.
Judges really are something.
Placing it onto his bat, which then made the Buddha enter a stadium. It was like a baseball stadium.
Now I'm kind of losing the plot.
Yeah, these visions were weird.
Either way,
To be honest, it could have been a group hallucination.
It could have been. It could have been. We do need to remember a lot of this is folklore at the end of the day. It could have easily not happened. But
yeah,
it
could be, but still, Katsu Mikazawa was the one that let us see these visions.
Who knows?
So, a judge showing us the visions of other judges. Take it with a grain of salt, but it might be true.
Who can know?
Which kinda scares me a little bit more.
I'm sure the judges are normal people.
Remember, they are basically on the precipice of being gods.
That is also true.
Yes, I don't think there's anything normal.
I carry to the belief that we're all the same at the end of the day. Or at least to a large degree, people are people. And humans are humans. We're all very different, but we're all so very alike.
There was one that... There was one judge that was making food, sushi on a grill, and the sushi grew sentience and talked to one another.
Most legends of this sort kind of are quite bizarre anyway.
As I'm remembering, that would be judge number 7, a nameless sushi chef, the greatest chef to live.
I need to meet that guy.
There's probably some good sushi.
Yeah, definitely. The greatest chef to live is probably really something.
Also,
you think his
you
bread's
said
good?
earlier, his bread's probably really good. That's a good point.
To be honest, he could be an ancestor of Chef Blush.
Oh gosh. What was I thinking? You said earlier, us humans. Are you human? You don't look human.
In my opinion, anything that's relatively humanoid is a human.
What are you?
I'm an Ayakashi.
The fuck does that? What is that?
It's a blanket term that people have invented for spirits and monsters and demons.
Are you a demon?
She kind of shakes her hand like a not really.
Kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah, wishy-washy.
Is that?
I take
one
out
you
my
would
shirt.
What was that? Was that Tiguya?
Is that other one of you a demon?
No, I wouldn't say so. Whatever I am, she is too, I would imagine.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mess with no demons, man. They scare me. I'm scared of demons.
So you have like murdering shinobi and a kami with a flamethrower in your team, but you draw the line at demons.
That's right.
I see.
I take out one of my shurikens. Are you a demon?
Yeah.
I think you might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you related to them?
No.
As I look towards Hara and and Kiri.
She now Kiri tilts her head. The little guy does look like my cousin.
Your cousin. You got cousins?
No, I'm just joking. And the shark can go, yeah, she's fucking lying, the bitch.
Damn. I like that shuriken. That shuriken's funny.
I'm a
Yeah,
demon.
to be honest, I'm glad they stayed with me throughout time. It seems like they were made the old-fashioned way, which is kind of different from what Tiguya has.
Well, mine.
I want a pension.
You want a pitch?
Oh shit.
We're both 822 years old.
I'm filing for my 401k.
Actually, you're older than. Actually, I looked at the shurikens. I think you may be older than I am.
I get to the shuriken.
Thank you. Running down. I keep shit. That is. Woohoo. Thank you.
Yeah. But it seems like the shurikens made the old-fashioned way seems to have more demon in them than normal, compared to the ones that we've seen so far.
How are yours made? How do you get them to talk? Where did they come from?
Oh. That involved... Well, that involved killing a demon and forcing it inside the metal during the process.
That's awesome. I just had, curated some soul gem parts and had it embedded in my spine right here. I turn around and point. I was blind. I've been blind for a long while. I went blind. I have a condition. But since it's in my spine, I attached it to my retina. I had a really good surgeon do it. And I put them on the tips of these arrows. And now I can see through them. That's how I do it. Your thing's cooler, though. You got demon shit.
Yeah, there were a lot of demons back then.
Ratbag out here with that Butcher Bay object surgery that Riddick got.
I'm tapped in.
Everybody got a weird circumstance to him. I mean, I'm kind of split two ways between me and Giri here. It's like we're kind of two. We're technically one person. What she knows, I know. What she sees, I see, kind of thing.
So a
Yeah,
constant connection.
Pretty much, yeah.
You see, that's what I can't make heads or tails of. This time it's Hara. She adjusts her glasses. That I've never heard of.
No.
In my very, very, very long time being on this planet, I've never heard of a Kagutsu and a Kongoki sharing a conscience. That's new to me.
All I know is, from the very limited knowledge I have of the man I was just your normal everyday guy, and Giri here was what I would use my what I would interface with, and one day I guess I died or something, and from what I understand from Giri is she went to a scrapyard, grabbed a bunch of wood. And next thing you know, boom, bam, pow! Here I am, as you see. It's interesting to say the least.
It's a little odd because the construction of a Kagutsu usually involves handcrafting a soul. So the idea that you died or something congruent and just appeared in scraps of wood is interesting. So look. Your builds too. For example, show me your arm.
I just kind of take my arm out.
This isn't wood that you'd find in a scrapyard. Not even wood that you'd find on a mass-produced kugutsu that you'd find in a scrapyard. You were crafted as though you were a piece of art.
Hmm.
And that's what I can't make heads or tails of. Somebody built you on purpose, it almost looks like.
Well, that's the person I gotta figure out.
Mm.
Speaking of, guys, I have a place for us to go.
Yeah, where we going?
It's a little northeast of here. It's this cool little place. It's just some information I want to get and look into a bit. Very chill spot, really cool people.
Are they gonna kill us?
Probably.
I can't afford to die.
Well, I mean, if things go well, they don't kill us.
Alright.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Kiri tilts her head in a mild confusion, but realizes that she should probably leave this part to you guys.
I pretty much oh man. See, I don't want to say too much, guys, but where we're heading might be tied into the conversation we were just having.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I'm also wondering is how the fuck did where the fuck is Foolish? Didn't he stayed back, didn't he?
Yes, he stayed
Mhm.
back with his daughters.
Foolish is
Yeah.
currently on the train, out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder why Foolish came along as well.
You said this in character, right?
Yeah.
Hara perks up. Oh, you know Foolish.
Yeah, great guy. Love him.
Yeah.
He is. You know,
I'm his assistant bartender.
No one
Really?
cares about.
I care about that.
That bar's done.
Okay,
From
then.
the sound of it, I don't think it's gone.
Hara opens her mouth as though to say something about Foolish, and then decides against it.
I kind of look over and just kind of gesture. No. Look. If there's something you know about Foolish, please share.
He's on the train, my goats.
Oh, I know that part.
No, were you saying that out of like concern? Like, please, I need to know if he's dangerous. He's on the train with my goats. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
That's hilarious. That's really like good character play. I get you. Okay.
To be honest, he had a good chance against the wall.
Yeah, I mean, he did.
Yeah.
You'll have flashbacks to him punching a fortress the size of a skyscraper a couple.
Yeah, if I remember, it was
kilometer into the-
5. It was 5 kilometers long.
Yeah, it was a big fortress, and he did punch that thing to quite an effect.
Yeah, 5 kilometers tall, very wide, a lot of weapons, no appendages, exhausted airtight your way around was the entire thing about the wall.
Kiri looks just to you the party and says, I would say to put your faith in Foolish. He's a good person. He is.
I trust that fellow with my life. Even though I threatened him and everything he held dear, I trust him with my life.
Brave man you are. That is.
Didn't you help convert him to our side?
Yeah, by threatening him.
Okay.
Foolish is a little, well, foolish sometimes. So, hey, I mean, if he's still alive and you're
To be honest,
somewhat
you may be
responsible-
right. He didn't even know he was fighting against his daughters.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, faction-wise.
Okay, yeah, faction-wise. Yeah, he does his best. He's a tough individual, but he's he's not always the brightest. I just from me to you, please look after him.
Oh, okay.
We will.
There's just an odd, almost uncharacteristic sense of care in Hara's voice when speaking about him.
Are you
You got the hots for foolish?
No. It's something more subdued, I would say.
So you like him, but he don't like you?
No, nothing like that. It's I taught him a lot, I would say.
You taught him?
I
Yeah.
get you.
I
I
gotta put shit
follow.
out.
Yeah.
But
I ain't fucking with you.
make sure he's okay at the end of the day. That's all.
Yeah, sure, not a problem.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, do you?
I'm good. Anybody else got anything they want to know, ask, say?
Has the process of using Kijin hearts still a thing here?
Oh, you mean Oni hearts?
Yes.
Well, after the war ended, that was discontinued, quite heavily so. The issue is now that no one remembers why it was discontinued. So,
I think I know. It has something to do with Jinsei.
Jinsei, your party member, how do you mean?
He found a different method.
I see.
A better method without the hurts.
Well, I can't really say I've heard of his method. I've only heard of the Kimen Yoroi. Interestingly, though, for the last 800 years, we had a reason to stop using Oni's hearts to power Yorois and most technology. And then just, it's like suddenly out of nowhere, bam. We forgot. We forgot the concept.
Yeah.
And that is something a little too familiar with me. And that's what I'm looking out for.
I think any disappearance of memories would probably stem from us being pushed to the future.
I wouldn't say that that's your fault.
Or at least some type of relation to it. Like other people being pushed to the future as well at the same time.
I would say that whoever casted historical death on you and was subsequently thwarted in that regard would be the same person that cast that sorcery that has everyone forgetting why peace occurred.
Yes. Has anyone also tried to recreate the wall?
No, the wall's a city now.
Okay. A city?
Yes, it's a junk city.
Oh.
After it was destroyed, it kind of got set in the sand, and a bunch of people, less fortunates, built homes out of it. It's an upward towering city now.
Some Kenshi type shit. I love it.
Okay. And the organization, the Behirschen, what happened to them?
Oh, what, you mean Nishibotsu's company?
Then remember the Behirschen uses Oni hearts to make bots.
Yes.
That is
yeah.
what I wrote down.
Yeah. That's one of the names I used for them, but I kind of just ended up calling them the Nishibotsu company.
Okay.
Yes, they're essentially gone now. I can't see any record of them existing these days.
Yeah.
But something or someone must be carrying their cause on if all of this is occurring. I mean, would you all have any idea of anyone that would want to start war again? Met anyone that would want to start war again?
I would say... I think I remember the Tengu mask.
Oh yeah, that
And
bastard.
the Meno Hate, which is people injected with the Rage virus.
Okay, well, that's our big goal now, isn't it?
And I think I also wrote another name here. Plen Jugo, Vice CAO of the enemy.
Back in character. Well, if there's somebody who's a little hungry for some bloodshed, then I could only imagine that that's who we're after, huh?
Yeah, the Tinku mask guy was kind of a dickhead.
Tengu Mess. This does ring a bell, but I'm not so familiar with that.
Didn't the Tengu mask kill the foreman that was at the like?
I believe.
Yeah, I think I remember one of them died.
Wait, what?
I don't think
Out
it was
of
the one with the
character.
Tengu mask.
What are you talking about? Out of
Tengu mask killed the foreman.
That was at the shop building weapons. Because I think he killed the other one. Because there's two people that were talking to us, and then the Tengu mask killed the other one.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's like I'm going off of memories at this point, and they're like, it's been like months.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Either way, back in character. Well, if this supposed Tengu Mask man is setting off red alarms, then he's your best bet.
Yes, I
being the person that's doing all
remember.
this.
They want to supply guns to the world to have everybody kill one another.
That's no good.
Which I really still want to take a stop at the place northeast.
Well,
No.
I think a large plan like this would maybe take some time. I would say that for now.
Plus, I'd like Jinsei back.
This Jinsei of yours, I imagine, will maybe find their way back to you. I imagine.
I sure hope that guy. I never know what's going through that guy's head.
Yeah.
Segueing to no, not yet. Well, I think that's a good time for me to begin to close up shop. I would say that for the next few hours, the little thing that I helped you out with is going to begin wearing off on the soldiers, and they're going to begin noticing where you are. So, I'd say to get out of town as soon as possible, and maybe if you would like, we could meet in the town center. And well, actually, just meet me outside the shop in the next 3 hours, and I'll help you get out of town.
Okay.
Agreed.
If you have any business here, I suggest you do it right now while nobody notices you. And getting out while nobody notices you.
Can't even find a good spot to lay our heads down.
You can take a nap here if you want.
I need it. I'm a little hurt.
All right. Here, how about this? It is now Kiri. She stands up, and she kind of sets down all the dirty dishes on the counter, and she just kind of looks back at you all and says, maybe all the patrons here could use a bit of a change in common sense. And she snaps, and everyone who's just eating and dining just kind of blink a little bit and go, huh? What was I doing here? And then just they all begin just confusedly funneling out of the building as though they weren't really meant to be there for a little bit. Just every single patron that wasn't you guys just begins walking out.
Yeah, I
Confused.
right being scared of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm never fucking with you forever. I'm not fucking with you for my entire life. If you need anything, I'll help you, but don't kill me.
I honestly would have no reason to try to kill you. At least not right now. Do you have a reason? She's kind of moving the tables and putting like cots down.
I'm a professional at making people angry.
I don't get angry that easily.
By the way, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you know a man? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think his name is Jozu.
Oh, she kind of points into the air a little bit. Oh, now it's Hara, by the way. You blink and it's Hara. Josu Vilkacher. He's that really angry samurai, isn't he?
Did you hear him say my name?
He kind of always is, isn't he?
Yeah. Where is he?
I mean, he travels across the land, honestly, doing jobs for anyone he can, wanting to crush your skull when he runs into you, the usual.
Yeah, the last time I remember was him running through a wall
Yeah,
and kept going.
If you ever see the guy, you never met me, okay? You don't know who I am.
I honestly don't think that would change anything, Tiguya.
No, but I mean, you don't want to. He's he's the scariest damn man I've ever met in my life, and I don't want him to know even the slightest bit where I'm headed.
She kind of puts her fingers on your chin and leans into your face. I think I'm now the scariest person you've ever met in your entire life.
I think I need to go to bed.
She pats you in the head and kind of like walks around the place, pushing tables aside and setting cots and futons down. All right. Well, feel free to rest here. You're gonna need it for the rest of the adventure. And just there's a few stores nearby if you need a resupply, and I'm always here if you need to ask more questions. I think a bit of a vacation away from town is something that we'd all need for quite a while.
Yeah.
Where is it on the map that you said you needed to go, Onii?
A little bit northeast.
She just ponders. Okay, I could give you a bit of a head start.
Hey, look, that will work perfect for me. Just after, I'm already laying down, and Giri assumes the position, being the big spoon, as I curl into the fetal position.
What is it, Bowling?
Niko will reach into his bag and pull out the second book that he took from the library. This one is about, if I remember, Yuta Yang, the Big Bang.
Oh, that's the one everyone knows about. She's maybe the most popular judge.
Yeah, but this was a book from 800 years ago.
Yes.
Did all the knowledge stay safe somehow?
Judges these days are a bit more treated like folklore. Information is picked and chosen, things are added, things are taken out. I would say that people view judges nowadays quite differently from 800 years ago.
But if I want to believe, I would believe the ones from the past, because they seem to be, I guess, less revised than the ones of the future.
I think that's a good way to go about it.
So I'm just gonna open the book and decide to learn about Yuta Yang, because young boy Cardi barely gave me anything from basically a pamphlet that basically is an ad.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to just spend the time getting to know Yuta Yang's story?
I mean, why not? I have some downtime. We're
Alright.
basically relaxing, covering up our wounds.
Yeah, essentially. I would essentially treat this as a rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then you do that, and we'll dive into that a little bit later. Jiyu, what are you gonna do?
So just resting, right?
You can rest, or you can go through the town and go to like shops or do whatever. You have some free time essentially.
Hmm.
I won't count it against you. This will still be counted as a rest. Is there anything you want to do particularly?
Hmm. How much longer are we going?
I would say I would like to go for maybe 1 more hour.
Okay. I'll go to, I guess, the shops, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Any particular one?
Not really. Don't know what's out there.
Okay. Then let's see. There's a weapon shop. There's a rice bowl stand and a textile shop directly outside.
Let's go to the rice bowl.
Okay. It's run by an old woman. Hello, dearie. It's quite scary outside, isn't it?
Yeah, why are you out here?
I'm just running my good old rice bowl shop. I mean, the community relies on places like me.
Do they?
Yeah,
Why?
the children come here all the time to get lunch before they go to school, and people going to their businesses often come home and have one of my bowls before sleeping. People begin and end with a meal from me. I can't let them down, even during martial law.
Okay.
Would you like anything? You look like you have a fiery personality. I could give you stewed salmon.
What's salmon?
It's fish.
What's fish?
Here. The woman will slice up a piece of salmon, just sear it, and then just pour some mayo on it, and just hand it to you. Try some.
She tries it.
I mean, does she like it?
It begins sizzling in her mouth.
Oh dear. Maybe I should give you raw salmon.
A little crunchy.
Then here. She gives you raw salmon.
She takes a bite.
It sears in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's cheeky. It's very cheeky. Does she like it now?
Yes. That's pretty good. I like that.
You have to give her like rare steaks so it goes down medium rare.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Well, dearie, I hope you like it. This is the beauty of sushi. Would you?
It's very tasty.
Would you like a bowl for the go?
Yes, I would like that.
Okay. You look like one of them travelers. I could give you a few bowls.
Okay.
Give you a big discount for being so nice.
Thank you.
The woman takes like 5 bowls and just assorts each one with a little bit of salmon and just a different fish. Just for you to try. Closes them up, ties them up in a cute bow, a little piece of parchment with a little design on it, and just stacks them and hands them to you. Little portable rice bowls just for you. And she charges you for only 2 of them.
Alright. Thank you.
Of course, dearie. Safe travels.
I take a bow and just leave.
She bows back to you. Something in your chest feels just warm, like a comforting warm.
I don't think Giri has ever had like a home cooked meal.
Well, now she's had her.
So it feels nice. Yeah.
Another new experience. Ike shit. All right. So Jiyu goes back and I imagine just rests. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. God, that was so great. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yoshida. Are you gonna be doing anything? Do you need to go out in the town or anything, or are you just gonna rest?
I think just rest.
All right. That seems to be everyone. Okay. Segueing back to Jinsei. So Jinsei.
Heyo.
Hello. Okay. So you begin to receive communications headed towards the bridge when you're interrupted by a soldier coming from the shower room of the barracks. It's the soldier that was whose armor yours belonged to.
Punch.
Damn.
Holy fuck. Okay, please give me unarmed combat with
He's naked and he probably has a bath towel on.
give me an unarmed combat.
I can't wait to make his day so miserable.
Give me an unarmed combat success of 4 to just
That's-
knock a guy out.
A million.
Okay. The guy crests the corner, goes, "Hey, wait, what are you?" You just punch him in the throat, and he passes out instantly.
I'm gonna I'm gonna wrap him up in a few bath towels.
No, no,
Nick-
wait. Actually, you don't punch him. You do the thing in the GIF that Ratbag just posted to him, and he
Oh.
passes out.
Okay.
Good old chop.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he goes out instantly.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap him up in a bunch of bath towels, so he doesn't get hypothermia.
Mm-hmm.
Clean him up. See any particular what does he look like?
It's just a regular human.
Okay.
Regular,
Well, regular human's gonna get mummified, just
Yeah.
enough where he can breathe, and I'm
Okay.
gonna stuff him down the ventilation.
Okay, gotcha. This man is looking like a mummy by the time that you're stuffing him down ventilation.
Okay. Hopefully there's enough space for him to get air, but also not like clog the rest of the airflow. And whoever poor bystander and he passes gas in his unconscious state, well, oh well. I'm going to go through some of the other gear, specifically like at least 1 or 2 of the, I guess, base soldiers gear.
Mm-hmm.
And since I'm hollow, right? Since I'm paper, origami, etc., I'm going to vor them and try to put them within between my wrappings in my chest area. Kind of like wrap them a little bit so the metal parts don't clang while they're
Okay.
inside.
Understood. Please don't use vor as a verb anymore. All right.
I'm gonna
so-
vor them with paper.
Please don't use vor as a verb. Okay, so you take.
Bot gets taken down.
I don't think it works like that. Okay, so yeah, okay. So
You get
just,
banned.
You just have
Just-
these helmets within you.
No, well, the outfit and basically the gear that looked like the first guy I clung to when I got onto the ship.
Yeah.
I want to try to like get 2 of those stuffed in the core of Jin
Okay, gotcha.
and zip up my I guess my gear again.
Okay.
And
You're only able to procure 1 set, not 2.
that's fine.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go through the process of slicing just the very minuscule like areas where the transmissions on the other gear here are all, well, they're not functional, but they look like they're functional,
Oh.
if that makes sense.
Okay, so you're trying to
I have
disable.
time.
Trying
Yes.
to disable the communications. Okay, gotcha.
Correct.
Okay, I'd say you don't even need a roll for that.
And I'm going to make my way and go down the corridor to the hangar.
Okay, back to the hangar.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So
Just listen to turn on my I think no, I already turned it on. Just listen to anything going on as far as channel communication. If it's listen for anything regarding what does it call them, travelers?
mm-hmm.
Anything in denoting that, and then just kind of gingerly. Actually, how do they walk? How do they salute?
Everyone walks in a very stiff, like almost melodical fashion. Like not methodical, melodical, where it's like it's almost to a very like to a drum tune, like it is very very strictly in rhythm. You know what? Give me you are a pile of scripture and paper wearing a uniform, walking
So like
down
this?
the hallway. No. No, like straight, like a very very stiff in
Okay.
a clinical way.
All right. I
What?
okay. I said.
Okay, so you are a pile of scripture wearing a uniform, walking down the hallway, not attempting to hide, while wearing armor that doesn't belong to you, and you're also are aware of the periodic radio check-ins that
Mhm.
they do in the radio. So I would like you to roll stealth, and it's going to be a very high like needed roll to get
Okay.
your
Cool.
stealth. So please roll me agility stealth with 3 successes. You're gonna need all successes to traverse.
Oh, look at that! 3 successes.
Nice. Okay.
My stealth is a 3.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, cool. This bears the unfortunate curse of freeze. Okay. Anyways, okay. So you are able to walk down the hall, and whenever the radio check-ins come in, you successfully immediately understand the intent and respond to them on time. You begin gathering information about travelers in the town. The town is absolutely riddled, supposedly, with E-rank travelers that the soldiers are essentially going door to door, kicking it down when they locate one, and just instantly gunning that traveler down, and then moving to the next building.
Okay.
There's fights that break out with the D-rank ones, and while they hold out for maybe a minute, they're eventually subdued and destroyed.
Okay. And what is this faction?
This faction, from what you've gathered so far, is the Coastal Preservation Rangers.
Coastal Preservation Range. Fucking NCR.
The CPR. Yeah.
This is pretty much the NCR.
They're a pretty quite extreme and very clinical, and don't like travelers. Is what you can gather.
Alright. Yeah. They hate Caesars, folk.
Yeah. But okay.
Alright. Making my way toward the hangar.
I would say that you make it.
Yep. And kind of stand at attention, seeing where the next shift that's rotating in to go in, and then the others going out.
So you're standing at
standing
attention
there.
now. You're standing in the
Yeah,
middle
it's
of
just kind of like. Are there any data pads or anything like that?
No. Everything is pretty analog as of right now.
Okay,
Except
so is there like a bunch of like a paperwork or documentation in any corners for auditing?
No, not from what you can see. So far, it is word of mouth.
Okay. All right. I'll send a transmission to the bridge. So Neutral, what I've been able to learn so far, how are the unit numbers on the outfits, or are they verbal?
They're verbal entirely. There is no designation for unit or unit number. Everything is by memory and the verbal.
Okay, fair enough. I'll stand at attention for a little bit, just a quick observation, and once the first group comes in, I guess I'll look like do I have a watch or anything?
No.
Do I have anything that is of mark or make that is in the realm of analog properties?
By analog property, do you mean clock-like?
I mean, you're the one that knows what is on this gear. So,
Well, I'm trying to understand what you mean with analog properties.
I mean, like a set of nodes or nodules, dials.
Your radio, I guess. Your radio would
Okay.
have knobs and dials.
I'll fidget that for a little bit just to
Okay.
like look like I'm trying to tune it, and then I'll wait for the next group that to come on, and I'll make my departure.
Okay, then I would say do one more stealth roll. 3 successes.
Okay. Okay, 1 success.
Okay. You're fidgeting with the dial as the soldiers come up. One of the soldiers sees you fidgeting at rest, even though you are not permitted to be at rest. Grabs your shoulder to call penalization on you. Says, "Hey, wait a moment, intruder!" And they all prepare arms.
Clock face. I'm gonna headbutt him.
You know what? When you attempt to headbutt him, he brings his helmet down, and you clock.
Oh, this is not. Oh, this is not gonna go well for him. 4, 5. No, 6.
All right, here
Yeah.
we go.
6.
All right.
I'm gonna headbutt him into the group behind him.
Wait, hold on. Please declare a roll before you do the roll. Just.
I headbutted him.
But okay, then. Let's see. And that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you successfully headbutt him. It is enough to cause a bruise, but he's only pushed back a little bit, and he just draws his weapon.
I grab the line,
Mm-hmm.
and with a quick little flick, I'll sever it and just drop down.
Oh, okay. You know what? Go for it. Yeah, you could just do that without rolling. Then that's just quick thinking. Okay.
And I'll make it look like it. Can I make it look like it was tampered with, or make it look like it wasn't my intention to sever it? I was roll of it.
Yeah, I would say it's hard to make that look like an accident in a moment like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab a line and you just cut it.
Okay. Geronimo.
Okay. You do that. I imagine they just look over the corner, pointing guns downward, and you're just not there.
I'm not there.
All right. Are you going to be like climbing on the underside of the ship, or are you like just floating down like a parchment?
I'm gonna climb up, and then I'm going to make a my way toward the bridge from up top.
Oh wait, are you climbing around the airship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me another movement then.
Okay.
So give me body movement. 4 successes.
No successes.
Okay. When you cut the line, you attempt to grab hold of the ship, but you are just sheerly are unable to have any just footing at all on the side of the hull. And
Oh, that's fine. I will descend.
Okay. So you just descend back to the town?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You leave the soldiers in the dust. They cannot spot you. You just, I imagine, float as a piece of paper.
Just use my. I mean, it's only the weight of the items I'm carrying now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So, about as heavy as a helmet as it makes it descent.
Okay. Gotcha. So
I'll try to. Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay.
So, were you gonna say something?
It's fine. Go ahead.
No, I need to know.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
Okay. I descend.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So you essentially plummet to the ground. You'll maybe take a little bit of damage just because of the added weight. I'll just say just 1 tick of damage. Because you're still pretty light. So you could just allocate that to your wound or vitality, whichever you prefer.
Uh-huh.
Which would you prefer?
Vitality.
Okay. All right. And you just successfully land back on the snow in the middle of town. Now, having procured what two radios and a set of armors worth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know what? I would say, with just how the airship was moving, you end up landing outside of an izakaya restaurant that is the one where your party is seemingly stationed at currently, or resting at currently.
Are there weapons on this outfit?
The one that you have just has a tanto attached to the belt. That's it.
I'll pull out the Tonto.
Oh, okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna look the part.
Okay. Are you just going to go in now?
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Everyone who is still awake, you see what is clearly Jinsei wearing a soldier's uniform holding a tanto.
What?
What?
How would...
Huh.
The helmet doesn't have a face cover entirely.
You said...
I said that there's like a mouth part that comes down, but well, okay.
You said there were...
Okay.
You did say that though.
Okay, then.
For the first guy.
Okay, then. Yeah, I think I had like 2 different images of the helmet. Okay, then in this case, you have a what? Okay, you have a helmet with a face cover. Sorry. All right. I will say that the bandage parts on your arms and legs are still visible. This is why you had to make those stealth rolls. Well, there is essentially a person, an armored individual with pieces of parchment sticking out of their armor, that has just barged into the room, to the rest of the party.
I would like to use notice.
Onii is out cold.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and roll notice.
Yeah, senses notice.
Yes, go ahead and roll sense notice. What?
I'll pull the face mask down and say, surprise.
All right, don't need to use notice anymore.
You don't need to roll notice anymore. It is Jinsei in flak armor, khaki flak armor that's clearly been procured with less than honest means.
Oh wow.
Who would you take it from?
He's asleep. So.
Finders keepers.
To be honest, since it's you, I can believe that.
I mean, they're sleeping. So
Yeah, but you're non-violent in the same sense as we are.
You're non-violent in the same sense as we are. Oh my god, that's
not in the same sense as we are, because we would literally kill them.
No, I thought you were just
Jinsei
saying that
wouldn't.
I thought you were saying that Jinsei was violent like you guys are.
No.
Okay. I thought that was like a
Jinsei would not kill.
Bolin, are you on the verge of a morality lapse?
No, I'm just reading about Yuta Yang, the Big Bang.
Okay. Anyway, found some souvenirs. I'll pull out the other outfit from kind of like my internals and kind of like present it. And I'll take off the other gear that I'm wearing.
So you got more than one suit.
Yep. And they got an airship.
I think I know where this is going.
Well,
Ask me one of the suits.
we have a means out of this place because I don't think we're here for anything else. Unless we want to sightsee some more. I've done all the sightseeing. Had a bird's eye view.
We're just resting at this point, healing our wounds.
Guess I should do the same.
At least for a bit.
Anyway, just not to cut the party short. They are. It's pretty much eliminate on sight anyone that is matching descriptions of anyone that is that of a traveler, and we fit that description to a T. So unless all of you are masters of disguise, which clearly I'm not,
I go through my bag. I take out merchant clothing. Like, yeah, I take out a fake mustache. I think I'm good.
Where's the rest of them, though?
Sorry. I only needed the one.
Well, you tried that mustache with them fellas out there. With a mustache. I can assure you, they'll pick you apart of the normal folk versus someone who's not of these parts.
Fair.
So they're an unsavory bunch that are, well, you've probably all done your little bit of research too, but what I can determine, they are going all across the entire coastline. Is that right, DM?
Mm-hmm. But the entire world is a coast, so they've just been going around the world.
So, as you can garner, it's not good for us to settle around here. So, we're going to need a ride. Because we're not going to get out on foot, all of us, unnoticed.
Definitely not.
So,
how fast were they going?
DM, how fast is that airship traveling?
It's moving relatively slow now, but being a small airship, you can imagine it goes pretty fast relative to other ones that you've seen, maybe.
So I have a good layout of the vessel. Would that be right, Neutral? How much understanding do I have of the airship for my kind of like espionage?
You've only seen it through the vents, so you know of what rooms are there and where they are, like cardinally, but you don't know how each room connects to each other.
But I do know the central corridor that does go from the hangar toward the barracks.
Yes.
Okay. I have a rough layout. So, I'll let you all decide what you think we could do. But,
well,
I don't want to exactly make compadres out of them.
Is there a way to reprogram?
You're looking at it.
You will reprogram it.
Well, I tapped into the communications. I can give you while you were resting up, I can give you a little brief of how it works. So channels are being cryptographically scrambled or re-scrambled every 10 or 15 minutes. Am I about right?
Every half hour.
Give or take. So I can help us avoid some of the patrols.
Okay.
When and where,
Wake up
because
everybody before we start explaining everything.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, let's do that first. We'll go around waking up everybody.
Onii's just gonna wake up, thumb in his mouth. Ah!
It's gonna be Giri's thumb.
Yeah.
Oh, the little spoon and the big spoon, all right.
What?
Jinsei's back, and he's been through quite a bit. Nothing. Nothing. They have not led anything to us. They're just explaining things.
Okay.
Just to get up.
But they are on alert. because they know on the channels that someone has taken some gear.
That means
Kiri
that
is-
means they're gonna be on guard if anybody is wearing their clothing.
Kiri
But
is currently
only a
laying,
lieutenant.
What's Giri doing?
Kiri is currently laying on her side. She says, "You all should be safe from detection from the next." She grabs a clock from the wall and looks at it.
Who's that?
2 hours.
Who is that?
Friend.
So far,
One of the persons that caused confusion amongst those robots that made it so they just kind of avoided us for a bit.
Jinsei, you met this woman. This is the drunkard that you met when you first entered the town.
Huh?
When you first entered the town, you met a drunk woman outside of a bar.
Huh.
So
Is she in the light?
yeah, she's just clear in the middle.
Okay,
of the room.
I recognize her now.
Okay. You guys should be good for 2 more hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
So I guess you all found and formed an alliance, huh?
Yeah, she's scary.
She kind of
So
gives you a dumb
what did
drunk
they
smile.
So what did they come to an agreement with you on?
Well, I mean, they're offering to help us, and they don't want to see war break out, you know? So, I mean, I'd say they're good people.
And what do you say about all this? Let me hear your thoughts from you.
You
Wait,
direct the Sekiri,
Yes.
I imagine. She says, "Oh, I mean, travelers got to stick together, and you'll look like you could use a little bit of help getting out the city. I could give you a head start before you go on that airship thing or whichever."
How did you get here?
How did I get here? I just travel. I walk.
You're not letting on to a little bit.
I
It's a
don't.
little more than just walking.
I don't really know what you're getting at.
One of those types. All right. Anyway, I hear you.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just a nomad.
People that say that are usually the biggest two faces that you'll see on this world. So
The
keep my eye
woman
on
you're
you.
speaking to is now a completely different woman. I don't really like being called a two-face.
Now you're really giving me pause to be doubtful. Well, you're not making itself any easier for yourself, but I'll play along.
Huh. Okay. Well, either way, in 2 more hours, detection of you guys is gonna be a little bit easier. And
Yeah.
all I can do is offer a bit of a jump start to say, getting out of town. And that's really the ends of it. I'll be out of your hair whichever way. You can trust me, you cannot trust me. It's honestly no skin off of my non-human back.
I completely trust them.
You should maybe not completely trust anybody. But
Nah,
I do
I
appreciate that.
completely trust you.
I appreciate
You're good
that.
folk. And I think if you really wanted to kill us, you would have done it by now.
This is true. Maybe.
This is
I'm
a
always
situation.
on guard about you.
Anyway, this is a situation I don't have a choice. So
Regardless, look, we need to head a bit northeast. There's a point of interest over there that I really got to go take a look at.
this from when we first met, kind of interest?
I
You didn't
Sort of,
exactly
sort of.
come. You didn't exactly come here by choice with us. So something from the
mean,
past caught up. I got
you're not far off.
Well, I'll help you out.
Yeah, ideally it doesn't end in a shit show, but knowing our luck, it's gonna be a shit show.
Wait a second. Our luck or your luck?
I mean, ever since I've wound up with you people, I have died more times than I can, well, nearly died. More times than I can count.
So, 21 plus. How many digits do you have anyway? Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
I start counting. I start counting my fingers and my toes.
You do have toes, don't you? Or do you have like those little hoofs?
No, it's toe. I got toes.
You got toes?
Yeah.
Did Giri make your toes as well?
Well, no. I mean, we established that. Well, Kiri said that someone made me.
But how did they know they need to build you something? Giri really can't talk to anyone without you.
This gift that you posted, Yeet, is making me lose my fucking mind. I'm losing my gourd. I'm sorry. I just have to.
Why is the duck a USB?
Sorry. Please continue. I'm sorry. I've been staring at it for like a minute. Okay.
Yeah, same.
But I mean, look, whatever it is, possible answers at this place, I don't know. All you need to know is another scary woman like them. And I point to like Kiri or whoever the fuck else it is. And I'm like, another scary person like them told me to go here.
Huh.
It is now Kiri. Kiri waves. Scary women are often quite trustworthy.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I heavily fuck with scary women. Not you.
I get shit to max. Oh man. Thank you for being for being trustworthy. All right. Well, a bit more time to rest up and to organize your plan, and then we set out, I guess.
Yeah, that works for me. Anybody else got anything?
When you said that you fuck with those women, did you mean it figuratively or literally, or both?
Yes.
All right.
Classic.
I love. Look, man, I love a woman that can kill me, and I'm just saying, Jiyu, please give me a chance. I've been begging since I met.
And I've been saying you're going to be kindling.
Listen, dude, I will die happy.
Oh man.
No, I think you'll be dying screaming.
Of joy.
You realize that you're going to be in so much pain.
I can
Yes.
check it. Of joy. Sorry. This is the way
To
you
be
feel
honest,
about.
you will be charcoal.
Yeah.
Alright, but just okay.
Does that make you more durable or less durable if you were charcoal?
Jinsei, did you have anything else to add to the plan from earlier to coordinate with the party, or are you just gonna catch them all up?
Is everybody all together?
Yes, everyone's together and awake at this point.
Anyway, we got some uniforms. They're all in tip-top shape. We got some, obviously, their communications devices built into their. Are they built into the helmets?
One
they an
that
extension?
one that you have is an extension of a helmet. The other one is a loose radio.
Anyway, we have a means of a partial bypass of getting in. However, they all pay very close attention to body language, and they're chain of operations redressing how you're physically presenting. So that's how they found me out.
That's
And of course they're not, for whatever reason, their outfit designers didn't want to have fully sleeved arms and legs. So yeah.
You saw earlier that they were wearing robes underneath the armor.
So how do you guys think about that?
I'm on board.
Shot or no
Well,
shot?
Yeah, we faced worse.
Me personally, I think I need a little bit up in my pay grade. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm gonna be going to get something like that, I don't think I'm gonna.
Have you gotten paid recently?
Well, no, but I got a little bit of money left over from the goat farm and selling the goat milk,
Well,
the goat
I have
cheese.
a proposition for you.
What's the proposition?
You want riches, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's all I ever want.
There's an engine compartment. In there, those turbines, those generators, those engines, the
Yeah, what
whole
about it?
apparatus powered by
Yeah.
soul gems.
You're lying. The whole thing?
I saw it myself. With a vessel like that not being powered by other means, such as, well, old-fashioned Yoroi, soul gems is the only thing that's going to, with enough of them, you'll be able to keep up something like that aloft. So, there's going to be a storage container somewhere on that vessel within proximity to that room. That's for you to take, all to yourself.
You-
And they,
You mean all of it? The whole thing?
yeah, the whole thing. If you don't want that, then we're not on board.
Alright, man, count me in. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna whatever you need me to do, boss. I'll listen. I'm getting paid for this job.
Don't call me boss now. That's a little too much. I'm just playing into what I think what makes you tick. And I don't know all of you, but I know that we all at least want to live. Till we see the next sunshine. And for the rest of us, well, I'm not a mind reader, but take a chance. This is what I found. I just do my part to help. It kind of scratched a little bit in the whole mess of it all, but I still think there's a decent bit of luck on our side here. So infiltrators can either adorn disguises, or we find a method that is gung-ho and storm the place and fight our way through about 100, 200 or so of those armed men and a potential other set of units of those pint-sized Yoroi. While I was in the hangar, how many docks or like bays were there for the Yoroi? Did I get a count?
There is a big there's a single big central hangar. That's the one that you came in through. There were no Yoroi stationed because almost all of the guys that are being deployed here are using Yoroi shells, not Yoroi armors. So it's.
I understand, but like that's something that needs to be worked on after a deployment and such. You would have to have, from what I'm used to, or what Jin would think, there would be some place it would be kept. So either an armory or somewhere in the bay.
The hangar is able to keep Yoroi armors if that's what you're asking. It is big enough to, and it has suspensions and walkways to carry a Yoroi.
Okay, all right.
Does that answer your question, or did I not?
It didn't, but it's all right. We'll keep going.
No, just ask me the question again. I would like to answer it.
How many bays or areas are there for where the pint-sized Yoroi are? The man-sized Yoroi?
It's just one big room. The hangar is one big room,
Okay.
and it carries all of them.
All right. Okay, so undisclosed amount. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Well-
as you're saying, Onii, more than I can count.
Yeah, anyway, I think it's a good time Sorry, I'm eating some bread. I think it's a good time we just get the fuck rolling. Time's ticking.
Hey, since we caught up, I'm digging the new look.
Mhm.
I kind of point toward my nose.
The stuff, I mean, it looks good.
Does that affect your breathing at all? Or actually, have I ever asked you, do you breathe?
I think.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
That was I'm just joking with you. I know you're alive. How are we having this conversation right now?
Please roll willpower to not have a mental breakdown.
existential crisis.
Existential crisis.
Alright, I got this, don't worry.
No, God.
I'm hoping for a none. Just a 0.
Hey, Onii, you're starting to shake up on me. You go good
1.
there, pal? Onii, you good? Is the bread jammed too far in?
Whatever.
Is your schnoz okay? I'm gonna loosen up the schnoz.
Oh my God, that's 8 dice. You only rolled 1-1, Jesus.
I tried.
Your foundation's shaking a bit, Oni, but this isn't something that you're not used to.
Yeah, no, I question myself on the daily.
Onii, it was a joke, buddy. Snap out of it. Slap him on the face a little bit.
Do you think if you lie, something grows?
That's fucked up.
Yes.
Depends on where it grows at. That's the thing.
I don't
Oh,
think
don't
it's
worry.
going to be the nose. I don't think it's going to be the nose.
That's not the nose, I can tell you. I lie about it all the time.
Dog.
And then it becomes true.
Oh my God.
It becomes true.
Ike shit. Fucking Ike shit.
So,
God damn it.
So, what if you get a yeast infection?
Well... Okay, listen, we need to just go. Let's not do this, bro.
Does yeast infections affect wood?
You know, I haven't seen you in like 2.5 hours. It's been so dull being all spy-like, alright?
Yeah.
Wood, do you grow fruit every now and then? Are you, do you have a permanent apple tree as one of your arms?
No, I don't have anything for roots or nutrients.
I mean, you have bread.
Alright,
Well, that's just-
alright.
It's a lot of bread.
That's just because I keep it in my chest.
Yeah,
Do you
but I
use
feel
any
like that
oils on your to keep yourself preserved, so you don't get like any abrasions and such?
I really don't know.
To be honest, out of character,
Oh my God.
we have cut down branches and everything, placed them in a pile, and yet the top of the fucking pile still had still grew leaves and everything, for some odd reason.
Hey, Onii, if I put seeds in your head, will you
I
speak?
hate all you motherfuckers. You know that?
Can we let's segue to the next scene. This is gonna go on for a while. I imagine you guys spend the next 15 minutes harassing Oni about being a tree. Okay.
Everybody picks on me, but not the little fucking murderer girl. No.
not the 2 foot tall, like
2 foot tall.
the 2 foot tall murderer woman.
Well,
gremlin.
to be fair, at least we don't have to be worried about being murdered by you.
Actually, no, we should.
The 1 foot
Just
tall
wait till I
murderer.
have a bad.
You should, Berlin. That's the worst thing you could do is underestimate an opponent.
No. I'm more afraid of Giri than Oni.
Oh yeah,
But
you
again-
totally should be.
Yeah.
That's quite
Okay.
founded.
Anyways,
I could take her.
all right.
In a fight, right?
Looks like that
Gotta
camera.
fight.
I get shit, does he?
You still get that Magnum on you, don't you?
Oh man. All right. You all okay. Giri, it's Giri this time. Directs you all at the restaurant. She puts all the lights out essentially, and brings you all into this large the large central walkway that you guys started at when entering the city. This leads directly to the southern gate of the city. And just real quick, we can have an intermission here if you guys want to do level ups or fates or anything like that. Anything.
I'm good.
All right.
Chilling right now.
Okay, gotcha. All right, just making sure if I'm missing anything. Okay. All right. Okay. If no one wants to do any fate rolls or manage or level up anything, then we can continue. Okay. Hara this time is standing out front the restaurant, and as you guys gathered, the situation in the town is becoming a little rough. The kind old woman, Jiyu, that gave you the rice bowls is lowering the shutters out of slight unease of everything going on. You are now hearing a bit more sword clashing and gunshots in the distance of in the far side of the city. And Hara is sort of looking, has her hand above her eyes, sort of like looking to the distance, and goes, "Whew, goodness, looks like stuff's kind of deteriorating a little. All right, well, the detection on you guys is going to be wearing out a little shortly here, so I think it's high time that we..." And as she's saying that, just in front, like behind you guys, like slightly to the north, Yoroi shells just begin landing. They just begin landing just in a formation as you all begin hearing more, just more of that chatter, that distinct radio chatter, the repeating of numbers and orders and designations. They
Sorry.
Were you gonna say something?
Oh. Well, can I?
Go ahead.
Can I guess, interpret it for them, the group, or
Mm-hmm.
should we just go ahead? Okay.
Absolutely. Right. From what you can gather, they're mainly for now just saying, top priority travelers spotted, moving to engage.
Looks like they found some. I don't know if that's us.
I started to think it's us.
They point their forearms up at you guys. Cannons ready.
Time to go.
Hara turns to you all and says, "Are you guys ready for a little bit of a change in status?"
Social status? Sure.
Physical status. Please play this song.
Ooh.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah!
Hara puts her hand up and she snaps, and as she does so, you guys feel the weight in your head sort of shift a little bit, and then it's almost as though the town itself is sort of rotating in the world until you realize that for you and for the Rochelle's and for any adversaries in the given area, gravity has shifted northeastward. You all...
Fuck.
You all are essentially falling as though the world were... As though the horizontal world were vertical now.
Shit is Doctor Strange.
Madness.
You as you fall, you see Hara giving you guys a warm wave in the distance. She's still standing in the town. She's still standing in the town as more shells begin landing around her.
Okay.
You all are now falling almost vertically, sideways out of the city. It begins kind of evening out to an incline. You're now sliding down an icy incline. The hurricane mercenaries. You guys, this is quite a familiar experience for you all.
Where is he?
Huh?
Where the fuck is he?
What do you mean? Where is he?
Where's his little suit at?
Oh.
Are you getting PTSD?
He was doing business in the slide.
Yeah, where's the dog? Where's the doggo?
Give his square ass.
By the time by the time that you slide out the gate, you see a door open to a building and a little dog in a suit walk out saying, "Time to go to work today," and then you just swoosh past him.
I see he expanded business again.
But you guys are essentially whooshed into the darkness as, just barely keeping up with you guys, the airship begins moving in your direction as well. The Yoroi shells, at first having lost their composure, are trying to slide and catch up to you, but you're kind of outpacing them. So you just need to ward them off for a bit.
I wish to at least try to catch my footing and start standing up while sliding.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, all of you, please roll some kind of stat. By default, it would be movement. It would be agility movement to stabilize yourself. But you can choose something else if you have another stat that would be applicable to the situation to stabilize yourself in this inclined fall.
Can I do marksman and grab one of my arrows and try to use it to...
Yes, you can.
Absolutely beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Where are we falling to?
You guys are falling northeastward towards the point of interest that Onii was asking about.
No, so we're just trying to stop ourselves at that point, I guess. Right?
It's essentially, you guys were falling vertically, but it's kind of slowing down. You guys are kind of regaining the natural gravity.
Oh, so yeah.
So right
we're just
now,
trying to stop the momentum. I guess
you're essentially trying to calm your momentum while also fighting off, staving off the Yoroi shells.
Okay.
Yeah. So this will essentially just be one round of rolls trying to stave these guys off as they're attacking you. So first off, get your footing.
I'm gonna say all drugs are out of my system, so I'm just gonna be rolling flat.
Okay, what were you gonna do, Ratbag?
I'm gonna use one of my arrows and grab onto it and fly slightly above the incline and send 2 arrows backwards at the nearest Shiroi armor.
Oh!
Try to shoot through the...
Holy shit! All right.
Were you falling out the sky?
You're essentially falling. Imagine the ground that you were once standing on is now like an inclined wall that you're falling down next to. It's now a slope.
Outward.
Yeah.
All right.
So you need to regain your balance.
I've got what Onii's doing.
Okay. Awesome.
Wow, that is a high roll, and I do not want that.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, I would like this for D&D. Why can't I get that?
D&D roll. Yeah, that's the curse of Tenra.
Yeah, so far I got a 2 for movement.
The curse of Tenra. Okay. Alright, we'll just say that there's one shell trying to apprehend each of you guys, and currently trying to regain your footing. Okay. Let's see, 11. Okay, gotcha. Max, Dezy, and Takkul, could you guys roll something to stabilize yourself?
Oh yeah, I should ask, like, are we healed up a bit, or...
You guys, take this as you guys being rested up now.
Okay, so I can go back to full.
Yes, everyone, your sets are reset.
That also include me, since I was active for a while.
I would say that it counts, yeah.
What do I...
do agility movement, unless you can think of another thing that would be applicable. Max.
I'm gonna use body unarmed to kind of stretch myself out like a glider.
Okay, sounds good. Three successes, by the way, was what you need for this.
Okay.
And 4.
Okay. You said 4, Max?
That's me.
Oh, that's right back. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, Max. Yeah. Please roll something to stabilize yourself. Agility movement is the default.
Alright, as for Onii, I'm gonna use the lack of stability to evade.
Oh. Okay, nice. I'm seeing a 6. Oh my god.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, okay. I see.
Just one.
So that's one success? Okay, so Onii and Yoshida, you guys attempt to get footing as you're falling through, like, vertically, and you guys are Yoshida tries to get footing, and you're unable to get your balance. So for now, you both are tumbling. This does make it harder for you to be hit, I would say. So
I think Jiu's just gonna use her natural weapon to pierce the ground, I guess, in a way,
oh, gotcha.
and begin to start melting the ground.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay. So to start off, we'll go starting at the people who declare their action first, just for the sake of it. So Ratbag, the one guy will attempt to just grab you with an unarmed combat. So let's see. Let's say So we'll say 6, 7, and then 4. Let's try that. Okay. 7 and 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 successes. Tiguya.
Okay. What should I do against that?
Did
I already rolled. I had 4 successes.
You had more?
I had 4, yeah. Well, to stabilize myself, should I do another roll?
Yeah, do another roll. To shoot those arrows back.
Oh, absolutely. This will be... It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
nice.
Nice.
Oh, wait. I have a 4 on the dot. That doesn't count as a success? I know I always ask that.
That does. If your stat is a 4, then it counts.
Yeah. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 then.
Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha. He so the Yoroi shell boosts at you with an arm outstretched. You fire 2 arrows back, and it pushes the shell back, chipping away at its armor, and its gravity prematurely restabilizes, and it plops onto the ground. Well, for you, it looks like on the wall, on the wall of ice.
While I'm flying away, I'm gonna do a little loop-de-loop while on my arrow and point at it and laugh.
I like imagining that when you do the loop-de-loop, it just goes kind of insane, and you just completely lose balance again.
I'm like, ah!
You're like, ha ha ha!
Exactly like that.
Okay. Okay. That's a really funny mental image. Okay. Jiyu. You're going to attempt to use your natural weapon to melt the ice in your guys' path into water to deter them, right?
Wait, say again?
You're attempting to use your natural weapon to melt the ice. Is that what you're trying to do?
Oh, is it just all ice on the ground?
It's all snow. It's all snow.
Oh, snow.
Yeah, sorry.
That'd be like hardened, like ground or whatever it's got. Because we're in the city still, right? Or
no, at this point you fall into this is just plain darkness.
oh, okay.
Yeah, you're outside of the city at this point.
Oh, if that's gonna happen, it's gonna just cause steam to erupt.
That isn't so bad, is it?
No.
Okay.
It'd just be more darker and more hardly visible.
The moonlight is pretty bright. It's bright enough to.
Well, if it's gonna cause so much steam.
Yeah, but you're falling away from it.
I know, but if they're following us, it'd be harder for them to catch up.
Yes, exactly. So you're gonna go for it?
Yeah, cause
awesome.
a giant smoke screen.
Okay, cool. Then roll body unarmed combat with that should be like 3 successes. Well, what do you roll for your
The movement?
What do you roll for your natural weapon again? That's your unarmed combat.
Melee
right?
weapon.
Oh, melee weapon. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then roll that with 4 success requirement.
Nice.
5.
Woof. Okay. Yeah. You all of you are stable. See, like Jiyu just a kind of it's like a claw, kind of, right? A claw that just erupts from your hand.
So not from my hand, like it's the whole arm.
Oh, the entire arm. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, it's like prototype.
Hmm.
Yeah, it just kind of erupts from your arm, and do you just stick it into the snow?
Yeah, to pierce it.
Awesome. a large blade coming from your arm pierces the snow, and just what was once snow explodes into just a violent steam explosion that just completely overwhelms multiple of the shells behind you guys. Of the 6 shells chasing you guys, well, the 5 now that one's been deterred, let's see, I would say that 2 more are completely halted from the disorientation of the steam explosion. Okay, 3 shells are left. Also, Aikichit for the cool thinking. Did anyone else want to do a move to deter the Yoroi shells?
So, as far as shells, are they like, what are they like? Are they like bullets? Are they like a
bolter.
cannon projectile?
No, a Yoroi shell is like it's like armor. When I say a Yoroi shell, I mean it's like armor being worn by a person.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. As opposed to a Yoroi armor, it's like an exosuit.
I thought they were shooting those giant bullets at us again.
No. That's a different thing. Those are like revolver bullets. Like I'm talking about like a human-sized Yoroi armor, like a humanoid. Like yeah.
So are they just trying to close the distance, or are they firing stuff at us?
As of right now, they're trying to close the distance and apprehend you guys with melee weapons.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ones that chase are melee types.
I'll take a jab.
Okay.
But they're pursuing us, right?
Yes.
And they're the same kind of like gravitational flux.
Yes.
All right. Are there any flags or awnings on the way from like a store we might be gliding across?
You've already handedly left the city because thanks to the gravitational shift. You're now just sliding in the darkness of Yaksan.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know how extensive the city was. All right, that's a little more clarity. You know what? Sure. I'm going to slow myself further down, and where basically I can, since I'm already like that of like a tarp or a glider, I'm gonna make my slow, I guess, traversal so much where I'm going to target one to basically blot it out, where its vision is completely blocked by just me, and I'm going to attempt to wrap around its, I guess, headpiece.
Okay.
And attempt to spin it.
Okay.
While wrapping it.
Okay.
Throw its center of gravity off.
Okay, gotcha. Then, yeah, give me a body unarmed combat. For success.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 on the dot.
Okay, perfect. Okay, you are handedly
high rolls.
Yeah, you handedly wrap yourself around the visor plate of the Yoroi, the armored Yoroi shell soldier, and
kind of like how an anaconda like will wrap itself around you. It's basically this miniature Yoroi. The shell is got like a kind of like a what do you call it? A scarf you wrap around yourself in the winter, but it's completely blocking its face. And then I'm going to literally pull myself, and the force of the torsional force will cause it to go in a spin.
Cool. Sounds awesome. Okay, yeah, just the shell kind of like boosting at full speed. You spin it like a top, and it causes just that.
It's a Beyblade.
Yeah, it essentially just like begins spinning out of control, and in this sort of haywire motion, its gravity
rip.
Its gravity is sort of prematurely shifted back to normal, and it just smashes itself into the ground, essentially. Thank you, Chit. That's a cool move. All right, that leaves so that was 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So that leaves 2 left. Anyone else? Are you trying to make their move?
I'm all good. My plan is working flawlessly.
A Yoroi.
Which act is this, by the way? This is Act 4?
This is Act 4.
Okay, thank you.
A shell attempts to dash in and slash at you, but your radical movements are too much for it, Onii.
Hell yeah. I'm just sitting there just fucking boo! Do! Do!
The pilot of the shell's like, this guy's good, and then you're like, ah, ah, like I said. Okay, bowling.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to do to deter one of the 2 remaining shells?
To deter?
Yeah.
How far away are they?
They are about 3 meters.
3 meters. Okay, actually, since we're falling, would I be able to use... Which ability was this? Because I know this one... The Shadow Stitch technique that makes it so they can no longer move, so they won't be able to fall anymore.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
This would be a cool sequence to do it.
Yeah, I mean, all I need to do is launch a shuriken, which, I mean, they're in range by the looks.
Yeah, you go for it.
I mean, actually,
do they
doesn't
have
even,
to be-
actually, it doesn't even say that it is a range. It's basically just
As
happens.
long as you hit the shadow. As long as you hit the shadow with your... What?
Yeah,
But it's
so
dark, though.
6.
Or is there enough moonlight?
There's enough moonlight.
Difficulty 3.
That'll work.
Alright, difficulty is 3, so gonna have to do this way.
Okay, go for it. Make that roll difficulty of 3.
Yeah. 8 successes.
Fuck. Okay. You produce a shuriken, and it goes, yeah, boss! Yeah! And you toss it. It strikes right through the shadow, the shadow of your shell, like just stabbing through the ground. And as it stabs through the ground, it stops the Yuri shell in its tracks, and the sheer, like, sundering momentum of this man boosting forward immediately to be put to a stop, the armor crushes itself.
Oh!
The armor just crushes itself and then explodes violently.
Another funny way to kill people. Good job, Olin.
I really discover different ways of doing these things.
Hamburger.
The shuriken returns to you, Buling, and says, wow, I didn't even know we could do that.
Neither did I. Let's do this again next time.
Oh, man. Okay, Yoshida, you are the last person to do a turn, and there's one more Euro shell chasing you guys. How are you going to deter it?
I thought I was tumbling.
You're tumbling, but you can try to do something. The success is just going to be higher. Do you still want to attempt to get a shot off?
Yeah.
Okay. Which firearm?
Oh, how far away are they?
3 meters.
9 feet. Or 9.5, 10 feet. It's pretty much point blank.
I'll use shotgun.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Roll senses marksman, and you'll need 5 successes because you're tumbling. I've been waiting. Oh man. Oh man.
That's a nuke.
Alright.
That's a fucking nuke.
Wait, is that right?
Wait, what's up?
Wait, what number?
Let's see. You senses, so 9, 4 and under, 4 and under. So that's 1,
sorry.
2, 3, 4. That's still a success. It's still completely a success, handedly. Yeah. So just as you all are seeing Yoshida tumble, and even just through her like uncontrollable tumble, you see from her cloak she produces a shotgun, and just flailing, fires it in a random direction, and it happens to hit just completely on to the final Yoroi shell that's chasing you guys, and just the entire left arm is just blown off, and he just tumbles backwards.
Good job, Gilgamesh.
Scary, scary lady.
Yeah.
I just envisioned like under the cape is like a interdimensional like portal to where he houses his weapons and pulls it out like Gilgamesh.
Alright. Okay. You are no longer being pursued by the Yoroi shells, and the blimp is still a bit of a ways away. It has not caught up yet. Now that it's clear, let's change the ambience as you happen upon the next location. Let me find a good...
That's right, homie Skid. He surfed. Woo!
Alright. Yeah, I think this is the one. Okay.
That is such a good old video. Man, that's a classic.
It's a banger, dude.
Like,
Hell yeah.
like that cameraman was so on point. Jeez.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like this is back in like, early 2000s. This was like taken.
Alright, please play this.
Oh shit.
You and your Silent Hill music.
It's not Silent Hill music, it's Silent Hill inspired.
It says at the title.
It's inspired. Okay, you all, inspired. You all, come to a relatively calm stop as the area that is marked on Onii's map is I guess proceeded upon. You all are able to slowly regain your balance as the effect given to you by Hara is slowly wears down, and you all are able to stand up once again. And in front of you, oddly enough, it is a blizzard, but the blizzard is so definedly... It stops right in front of you. It is almost as though a wall of wind. A wall of wind and snow and ice.
Sonic Tamils.
It's a little wall. It's a lot of walls. According to your map, Onii, from where you all are at, it's just a little bit further into this blizzard.
We just gotta go forward, gang. Oh.
Well, this is your turf, so you lead on.
All right. I'm gonna pull out like a little box. Follow me, gang.
The Onii
Is it a
Giri
bread box?
pizza is the pizza for you and
For you and me.
My
Oh
God.
shit.
All right.
But
So-
yeah, we'll just start trudging into the storm.
All right. Onii goes in, and you guys all follow.
Yeah.
We're approaching.
Follow.
All right.
Is that a boulder in the distance?
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
Okay. So, everyone in the party, you all are just trudging forward through this odd blizzard. It is doing its best to deter you. A ravenous woman of ice, practically, attempting to blow you backwards. You all can hardly even stand up straight. You all keep walking and walking, but there's just nothing ahead of you. But for you, Onii, you feel something as though speaking to you through the matrices, through the emotion matrices. There's something that only you are meant to see out here. You keep walking forward, and the blizzard calms, Onii. The blizzard calms as you and you alone stand... having an issue?
I just talk about weather stuff.
Oh, okay. Since I'm super light, I could easily be blown away. Oh my gosh. No, you're good.
Alright.
You and you alone, Oni, happen upon a small shack. And you turn around and your party isn't there anymore, and neither is the blizzard.
Is Giri there?
Giri is there.
Okay.
She kind of looks
Just gonna-
down at you, as just as confused as you are.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. And I'm gonna just try to trudge my way over to the shack.
All right. The snow is light. It doesn't even engulf your feet like it was before. You open the soldered metal doors of the shack. It is rinky-dink. It is just sheets of metal just soldered together. The floors are made of a rotting wood, and in front of you, it is just an empty room, a small circular table, a chair, and a man sitting at that table with an uncomfortable white candle, holding 2 vials in each arm at a 45-degree angle. His arms twitch and shake as though he's held this position for years.
You motherfucker.
This man is ancient.
Hey, Gramps.
Hello there. Hello there. You must be Onii, and you must be Giri.
Uh-huh. And you are?
I think you know.
Possibly. It could.
I would.
No, you first.
Oh, I would formally welcome you, but my legs don't work as well anymore. So, welcome formally to the headquarters of the Northern Shinto Temple.
A gesture around. This is it.
Yes. This is it.
There's nothing.
Exactly, Oni.
800 years.
The point, Oni. The shinobi pride themselves on living in the shadows. He leans forward to you. We agents pride ourselves on not existing at all.
Oh. Okay, I got you. Yeah. And I can see how I conflict with that.
Conflicts? No, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. You're everything, Oni. You're everything that we could have ever wanted or needed.
Then the fuck happened?
Would you like to know?
I'm just gonna kind of like sit in front of him and cross my legs, put my hands in my lap.
Yeah. With a weak motion, he begins explaining something as he slides something from under the table using his very withered legs. He kind of attempts to just slide it out from under the table. We agents exist in the nothingness, in the in-between. We live in Elegia. We are the breach in between. He produces from under the table, sliding it out with his foot, under the sole of his boot, a metal plate with a soul gem in the middle of it. You recognize this. This is an information storage tablet. It holds memories within the soul gem. And he, with a weak motion once again, kicks it to you. It slides to where your knees are.
Kind of just slowly pick it up. Who's who's this? Whose memories are these?
He ponders for a moment. Mine. They're my memories.
Okay. And I this gives me answers.
He will give you a nod, a very solemn, serious nod.
Just try to activate the device.
All right. You touch the soul gem, and the world around you kind of fades to a darkness. You've seen this before when you went through the archives of the judges, but this time it's for this man. The world around you becomes light again. You see from this man's perspective a long, long time ago when he was a little bit less ancient. He stands in a dark room with no notable features, a man with a clipboard next to him. The man that you are seeing from, he speaks, and what you hear is your own voice.
Oh.
The man speaks, giving orders to the man with the clipboard. You don't really process anything of what he's saying. Is for now it's all rubbish until he brings up a project, something to be created. The man with the clipboard asks you. He asks, "Is this really what you want? At this point, your immortality, is it even you anymore? What purpose would this even serve you if it's not you living in that wooden body?" And the man, speaking in your voice, responds, "You wish to blank every other traveler. For some reason, the memory of this tablet it doesn't keep the word. It doesn't keep that blank word. That sentence is unfinished. Your perspective steps forward and looks down at a table with a wooden carapace on it that's currently being constructed. Looking down at it across from the table is a tall metallic construct in the shape of a woman. It is helping in the cutting and soldering of the body together. Its movements are mindless, completely carried by orders. The man with the clipboard looks down at the metal body and says, "It looks just like you, sir." And your voice responds that that's the point. He would be the one that carries my will forward. Or maybe he won't. All that matters is that he lives on and he makes something of himself. I have only created subterfuge in this world. My obsession with immortality has brought me to this. To forsake even my own life. To create something else. Something entirely new. His name will not even be my own. The memory fades to black. And you reawaken. Sitting in front of this old man.
Kind of just set the tablet down slowly. Huh.
The man smiles gingerly at you. Do you understand now?
Kind of stand up, walk over, and I rest my hand on his shoulder. You did good.
He
Wasn't
looks
he?
he looks at you in the face and says, I really was a looker, wasn't I?
You were. You did a good job holding on this long.
Can I ask you to end it? In this pursuit to expand my life, to gain immortality, all I want now is for it to end.
I was already ahead of you. As he just feels like the barrel to the back of his head.
I offer you one last piece of advice, Onii. When you pull the trigger, you say that it's just business. It's nothing personal.
Look. It's always business. It's never been personal.
Good.
But what I'm doing here, and what I'm doing in this timeline, it's personal. I pull the trigger.
You pull the trigger, and the man jerks forward. His body, rigid as it may be, slowly creaks as he drops both vials to the ground, and as they crack and the liquids mix together, they produce a soothing yet violent white flame that begin engulfing him. It is probably a good time to vacate the building.
Yep. I'm gonna pick up the tablet. I'm just gonna toss it over to Giri. Crush it.
Giri instantly crushes the tablet and throws it into the fire. The soul gem slowly emitting a red smoke as it vaporizes in the impossibly hot flame.
Oh, it's better off this way. Okay.
You walk out the shack, and there is the woman in white, as well as many other of her group, all wearing white masks, all with the symbol of the Northern Temple adorned on them. And she smiles at you and gives you that same reverent bow, and you realize now why it was a reverent bow as opposed to a friendly one.
I'd recommend kneeling.
She kneels at you.
I look to the other figures around her.
They're already doing the same.
Alright.
Do you have any orders for us, sir?
We got a war to stop.
She looks up to you and gives you a nod as she and the about 8 other masked individuals disappear into the blizzard that is once again forming.
Okay. And I'll just start walking through the blizzard again.
As you walk into the blizzard, you feel a part of yourself almost unlock, change. Yeet, please pull up your character sheet.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Okay, let me know when you've pulled it up.
I have it up.
Under archetypes, please add Shinto agent.
Archetypes. Where would that be? Oh. There it is. Shinto agent.
And you will get 2 fates.
Mm-hmm.
The first fate is Destiny, leader of the Shinto temples.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is Destiny, I will blank all other travelers. And when you find a word to fill in the blank, you will receive more growth.
Okay. Will this
will unlock something
will this also absolve my hunted by the Shinto Brotherhood one?
Yes, it does.
So whenever a fate's absolved, I lose karma.
Yes, but that was only a two level 2 fate, so
Yeah.
for now it doesn't do much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will remove that.
All right. And just put the other 2 at level 2 for now.
Right.
You walk into the deep white of the blizzard, and when your vision returns, you see the rest of your party as the blizzard begins absolving once more. The building that was once there, now but a black char mark on the ground. The snow has cleared once again, as though the blizzard was never even there. All of you see Onii, your party member in front of you, not knowing that he is a Shinto agent and the leader of the Shinto Brotherhood. And that's where we end our session.
God, it was heat. God, that was heat.
Cinema. It's cinema. It's cinema. It's cinema. It's cinema.
The title for this session will be From Me to You.
Banger.
God bless. That was a banger session. Holy fuck.
Oh man. Awesome. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate you all coming by, and I'm very happy that I could play that with you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cute.
That shit was awesome.
Oh
It
man.
was fun.
Absolute wonderful work, Neutral, as always.
Thank you very much.
Whew.
Man.
Yeah, you cooked.
Thank you. I hope I did. If you guys had fun.
Oh,
then
yeah.
that's what matters.
I had
I
an
remember
insanely
what I was
fun
trying
time.
to say before.
Awesome. You just hold on a moment. I'll just end the recording. But with that, do you guys have any last words? In 10, 9, 8,
Thank you, Neutral.
7. Thank you.
Neutral, my goat.
Thank you, Neutral.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
6,
Yeah, thank you.
5, 4,
It
3,
was
See you
cinema.
in the next one.
2.
I love meth.
Tenra,
Hell
Bansho.
yeah.
No, we don't.